legs and hips and body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Hey, it's Think Different TV. Hey. How y'all doing tonight? I'm feeling all right. Hey. What's up, Ali Talk 3? Edwin, what's up? Listen, I know I've been tripping, a few weeks or whatever. You want to sing tonight, Edwin? What's up, Judah Priest? I've been tripping, y'all, and starting a little bit late, but I'm just too hyped about episode 30. Hey! Think Different TV has been running since January 3rd, 2022, and I'm just so excited, y'all. I am so excited that this is my 30th episode. So, woo! What's up, Kane? Prime Time of Prime Nostalgia Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight to Think Different TV. This is the show that has been happening every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on IG Live under LaShia Star, because I am your host, LaShia, and I am here to give you should I pin my Cash App? Should I pin my Cash App? I'm not at the point where I'm getting badges yet, but I can certainly make that happen. If y'all would like to donate a gift to Think Different TV, y'all can definitely do that. I'm just so excited, y'all, because there's so many good things happening tonight. We got some bomb topics to talk about tonight. That's why I figured I'd hop on here a little early, because it's a lot that we got to get covered tonight. And with the help of my amazing creative director, we were able to put together this show for you tonight. So I am so excited. And as usual in Philly, listen, it's fly season. It's also Leo season from what I heard. And so I guess that's why the flies are around, because I guess they the shit, right? What's up, I am DJ Chemo. We just talked about this earlier. Don't you come in my neck. Don't you do it. Don't you come in my neck. Just leave me alone, honey. Leave me alone. I ain't trying to fight nobody tonight. I'm just too excited to fight anyone. So, before we even start the show, I'm not going to act up. I swear I'm not going to act up. So, before we get this show started, Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So we got a drum roll, our sponsors, right? So our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company, 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads on IG and Facebook under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. Okay? And when you're ready to get your project started, your website created, your flyer created for your business or your event, listen, hit Phil up. He's done the flyer for Think Different TV. He's also working for Think Different TV's website as we speak. So, like I said, we all ready to get that project started. Hit up Phil at 609-534-0237. He's going to take care of you, honey. And when you mention Think Different TV, guess what? You get 15% off. So shout out to Anointed Ads, one of our day one sponsors. Yes. And then we also have Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. All right. I don't drink anything else. Listen, I mean, I drink, you drink, but if I'm going to drink water, I'm going to drink the healthiest, cleanest water in Philly, okay? Alkaline with minerals, no additives, none of those chemicals, none of that crazy stuff in it. Listen, it's good and it's good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way, get your Euphoria Water today, all right? You can go right on Euphoria Water, right here on IG, UPHORIAWATER. That is UPHORIAWATER. Listen, get your Euphoria water, all right? And if you live in the Philadelphia area, guess what? He's going to deliver it straight to your home. And who, may you ask? Captain. Yes, Captain of Euphoria Water. He will deliver it straight to your home. Just call 267-707-8279. That is 267-707-8279. All right? Get that Euphoria Water, y'all. I ain't playing with y'all. And one of our newest sponsors is Kaichi Mobile. Okay, you can find Kaichi Mobile right here on IG under Kaichi_mobile. That's KAICHI_MOBILE. All right, you can find her right here. She is mobile. She is doing massage. She's also a licensed esthetician, has table, will travel. She's doing the daggone thing. Y'all gotta go and support her because she is, I'm telling you, she got hands, all right? And she ready to put the paws on you, okay? And also when you ready to get them eyebrows done, she got you, honey. So like I said, you can go right to Kaichi_mobile. That's KAICHI_MOBILE right here on IG. All those letters, the alphabet soup, right? And she also has a website. So just go on her IG page. Book your service today, okay? So shout out to our sponsors. And a quick commercial for myself. Listen, Think Different TV. Now, I said that I was going to do this, and I made it happen, y'all. So Think Different TV now has merchandise, okay? And I'm going to show y'all one of our items. Yes. This is the Think Different TV stainless steel travel mug, okay? It keeps your beverages hot, cold, whatever you want it to be. Listen, I'm going to take a sip right now of my Euphoria water, which is inside my Think Different TV stainless steel travel mug, okay? So excited. So when you're ready to get your merch, you go right to thinkdifferenttv.biz. That's thinkdifferenttv.biz, all right? So I am super excited, yo. Like I said, we got a show for y'all tonight. Woo! That was a lot. That was a mouthful, and that's why I said let me start on time today, a little bit above the time, you know, so that I could get everything out. All right. What's up for Tal Laveau? I'm so glad that you are joining the show. Think Different TV, Philly Czar. I see you. Thank you so much for tuning into Think Different TV. We got so much going on today. Got a little surprise for y'all, but y'all already saw it. If y'all been following me, y'all see the post that I post, and y'all know that tonight we don't have an independent artist spotlight. Oh no, we have an independent artist panel. So, can't wait. I can't wait. All right, before we even jump into that, we're gonna do the hit it and quit it type topics tonight. Hit it and quit it topics for tonight. Let me just make sure I say my words right. I'm just so excited. Let me just count it. Hit it and quit it topics for tonight. All right, y'all. Y'all know that the Rolling Loud Festival was on and popping. There was a lot of artists that came through. One of the things was Little Uzi Vert, his new look. What y'all think about that look? I'm just saying, is it giving or it ain't? Listen, I'm at the point where I'm just like, let people do them. All right. What may be for them may not be for me, but I ain't about to, you know, rock the boat. Okay. Let them do them because some people might have a problem with what I have on right now, but I don't care because I'm going to wear it anyway because I look good in it. All right. Anyway, rapper Kid Cudi, he felt disrespected. And I mean, I seen the video. I understand it. It was water bottles being thrown at him. They was also throwing other stuff on stage. So he was like, y'all throw one more thing, I'm going to walk off the stage, not come back. And somebody was like, he's like, that's it. I'm off. But y'all, he's, you know, he's up there. Kid Cudi is up there. You know, he's making money and stuff like that. He's an artist that's signed, you know, all that stuff. And he walked off the stage. Did y'all feel that he should have walked off the stage, or should he just gave them something to like stop doing it. Like me as a performer, what's up, Bread Boss B, Asian Persuasion? Thank you for joining in to Think Different TV tonight. What do y'all think? Because I'm like a person that's like, the show must go on. Like, I came here to perform. And my main thing is proving people wrong. I love to prove people wrong. Ooh, I love to prove people wrong. I love to be like, ooh, you think you gonna get me off the stage? You're not gonna get me off the stage because that's what they wanted. See, I don't give people what they want. All right? I keep what they need. What they need is me to be on this stage and keep on performing. See, they don't know that they need it because they're acting foolish. But once they see that that's not going to make me, it's not going to deter me from doing what I got to do up here on the stage, they're going to stop. They're going to be like, I'm not doing this no more. But guess what? Let me tell you something. He straight up walked off the stage. Now, as I recall, last week, I had a young man on the show named Octane, and he had, not real shit, but, you know, fake shit. He was on the shit show, and he had shit thrown at him while he was on stage, and he just hopped right over it, like, playing hopscotch, did his performance. You get what I'm saying? Because chances are they wasn't hating because he was bad, because he's an awesome artist. But they was just hating because they probably came with some other people and those people performed and they wasn't as good as him. So they was hating. So he was throwing shit. But anyway, that's beside the point. Not only did he complete his performance, but he placed. And this is an independent artist. So you mean to tell me you getting all mad and huffy puffy? I mean, I used to watch wrestling. I watch old episodes of wrestling, like the old back in the day, golden age wrestling ones. They used to be throwing stuff at them wrestlers all day long. The wrestlers they didn't like, they was throwing stuff at them, throwing beer, throwing all this stuff. That didn't stop them from doing what they had to do. So I'm like this, Kid Cudi, get some balls, okay? Moving on. Anyway, another person who performed at the Rolling Loud concert was Playboy Cardi. All right, he seemed uninterested because he was asked not to perform anything from his recent album WLR, Whole Lot of Red. He was just like, what's going on? Like, I can't do what I want to do, and I'm just gonna give y'all the bare minimum. Like, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, I understand you take your craft very seriously, and you want people to take your craft seriously, and you want people to respect your craft and respect everything that you want to bring to the table, everything that you got going on. And just because at that particular event you're not able to perform anything from your newest album, your recent album, doesn't mean that there won't be other opportunities that you're going to have to go and perform your stuff at another event. So I'm like this. Do what you got to do to get that check, because you wasn't up there for free. You was up there, you getting paid. Dance for them people. Do all that stuff. Act like it's the happiest time on earth. Yeah, for Tyler Vote. Exactly. The show must go on. Keep it pushing and give that audience 1,000%, regardless if you want to be up there or not. You know how many times people be up there on stage and don't feel like performing, but they give their all. I know people that recently went through deaths and was like, I'm still going to get on the stage and do what I got to do because that's why I'm here. And music is a form of therapy to a lot of people. Getting on stage is a form of therapy for a lot of people. They may not be able to express their sadness in any other way or be able to grieve like they want to grieve because they got to be the tough person or whatever. So if they're an artist and they get on stage, that's the way to release their grief. But y'all making it so trivial now. Y'all like, real quick. What's up, Church for the Wicked? What's up, Scandalous Vibe? Thank you so much for joining Think Different TV. Y'all up here talking about some, they won't let me perform what I want to perform. And like, y'all not going to have more performances. And then everybody has a camera now. And everybody is going to interpret your every move all the time. You're always being watched. You get what I'm saying? So you can't have no little snotty face or look uninterested in performing for people, because that's gonna follow you forever. It doesn't just disappear. It doesn't just go poof. Now it may be trending for a while and then stop trending, but it's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be documented. So you gotta be real careful when you out here and you performing and stuff. And listen, moving on. All right, they need to get together. All right, celebrity news. The new Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever, is I don't know if y'all saw the trailer yet. How do y'all feel about that? Your thoughts? Because we lost Chadwick Boseman, the actor who played Black Panther in the Black Panther 1 and also in the Avengers Endgame series. How do y'all think this is gonna be a good movie? Y'all gonna go spend y'all money, go support it? I think I was still gonna support it. I just think that they can't really. I feel like there's no replacing him. Like it gotta be somebody like Dynamite to replace Chadwick Boseman, because he was just such an awesome actor. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. We miss you. We love you. I think it's gonna be an awesome movie. And I'm not just going to stop supporting it because one of the main actors is no longer here. I think he will want people to go out and support the movie and support the other actors and actresses who had his back. Okay, nobody knew he was sick. All the people he was working with, ride or die people, because they kept their mouth shut. Nobody knew about his sickness or anything like that. So he probably go out there, support that movie, y'all, and y'all spend y'all coins on anything else. Go support it. Let me see what else we got here. Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy and Charleston White. I know this happened some months ago, but it's resurfacing. Charleston White was saying all this stuff, yakety yak, yak, yak. Finally, he comes face to face with Soldier Boy after talking all that smack. And before Soldier Boy could even get a word out, he started macing him. He was like, take that, take that. I'm like, yo, is this what we doing now? We macing people? We not like, what did he think Soldier Boy was gonna do? Superman or something like that? Like, what did he think he was gonna do? Like, I don't understand these people. I don't get it, yo. What's up, Monica? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. I don't get it, yo. I don't get it. This man crazy. He crazy. Like, how you gonna just make somebody? Moving on. Let me see. NBA drama continues. Not necessarily drama. I guess it's just like trading stuff with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. What team or teams will they end up signing to before the season starts? We don't know. It's still up in the air. This is still up in the air. So we don't know. Me don't know. Me no know. Like I said, I'm a football person. So we're talking football. But I figured I'd throw that in there. I throw that in there because I thought it was interesting. Little bit of political news. Bill 148. I don't know if you heard of this. It's going to be passed down in North Carolina. So they saying that it will be legal to kill the mother who is pregnant with a child if she's planning on aborting a baby in the interest of saving the child. Yeah. That's something I'm still scratching my head about. Because I'm like, wouldn't y'all just be killing the child that y'all trying to save? Is she pregnant with the child? And I don't know. I don't know why this is happening. Why is this starting to be... Exactly. When I heard about it, I was like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand why that would even. And don't get me started on the lady talking crazy, talking about something. Maybe we should abort children up to 18 years old because we don't know if they're going to be productive members of society until they're adults. So maybe we should be able to abort them up until 18 years old. Y'all, it's getting crazy out here. They treating this like, is this the purge? Are we in a real life purge right now? Is this what is happening? Like, is this what happened right now? We in the purge. Like, y'all remember the Purge movie, right? Y'all remember all that craziness that was happening in the purge? Like, is this their form of the purge? I guess so. I guess so. But moving on, because that's scary, okay? That's really scary. Like, the lady was like, well, maybe we should just take them to the clinic and have them put down if they starting to cause trouble in school and all this. I'm like, this shit crazy, okay? Oh, my goodness. Oh, and another lady said that if we're going to make abortions legal, maybe we should do them out in a public square so people can see them getting an abortion. I'm not even going to tell y'all what people were saying this. Because I think with the... I'm not going to imply. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. All right? Listen. It's crazy. A Maryland woman shoots her husband. Oh, this was crazy. The Truman Show, yup. But a Maryland woman shoots her husband after finding out from children at the couple's daycare center that he was molesting multiple kids at the daycare center. All right. Yeah. Let me not encourage that behavior, but let me just say this. I understand. I'm going to let y'all say it in the comments. I'm not going to say it. But I can understand where she was coming from. I'm just gonna say that. And finally, on political news, a whole police force in a small North Carolina town quits after they get a black manager. Yeah. Who keeps saying racism doesn't exist? Like, who is still saying that? Why is it being said? It's still very much prevalent. That's all I got to say about that. And moving on, listen, a little bit of Philly news for you guys because I'm from Philly and I'm going to throw a little Philly news in there. Listen. On Instagram, a Philadelphia woman, oh my gosh, this makes me so mad every time. So I was watching the video, and I'm going to make this real, I'm going to wrap it up in a little bowl for y'all. So apparently, close around where my mom and dad and them live at, there was a Family Dollar. A guy went in there, he was stealing, okay? And he ran out with some products. And workers from the store followed him outside of the store. And he, one of the products that he was stealing was bleach. And so he opened up the bleach and was about to bleach them chicks, right? Now, yeah. So my thing is that I used to work in retail, right? If they was in the store, I would say something to them. If they just kept doing what they was doing, no sweat off my back, right? I would never chase anyone outside of the store because once you leave that store, you fair game, and the store company or whatever, they're not going to reimburse your family anything, okay? Real quick, Asian Persuasion said, I don't disagree because if the daycare had called the police, how long would it take for the investigation before he's put in jail? Relating to the incident, the Maryland woman. I wanted to make sure I read that comment before I moved on. But yeah, so I would never chase after anyone. But here's the thing. One of the comments under the video, which has since been taken down, all right, this young lady said, and I don't even know if she was a young lady, I knew it was a woman though, and she was like, you know, cereal is a crazy time when cereal's like $6 a box, and I was like, at first I was like reading, I was like, you're right, it is crazy out here when cereal's $6 a box. And then she went on to say, that's why when I go through self-checkout, I steal as much as I can because I have to take care of my kids. And maybe we should organize a flash mob to go and grab stuff that we need and F those people that work in the store. I said, congratulations for the dumbest comment on Instagram. Cause wait a minute, let me get this right. So first of all, you admit to stealing. You have your child's picture as your profile pic. Genius. All right. You talk about how you're stealing when you go through self-checkout because, you know, you got to take care of your kids by any means necessary. And she also went on to say, if you're going to play superhero or whatever and run out after these people or whatnot. What's up, JB? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Said, if you're going to run out and you're going to chase after these people who are stealing, then you deserve to have bleach thrown on you. I was like, what's up with these people, man? Why do they say such stupid things? Why do they get behind a keyboard or get on their phones and think they can just type whatever and do whatever on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, say whatever they want? I mean, I get the anger of the young ladies leaving the store and chasing after somebody. Like, that's not right. But the rest of the comment, I just was like, yo, just throw the whole lady away. Anyway, moving on. There is, oh, let me not forget this. Okay. Dallas, Texas woman Sade McMillan seeks the identity of a man who physically assaulted her and a friend after a car accident involving both of them. She provided video evidence and went to social media to see if anyone can identify him in fear of safety for herself in the future and others. Apparently, there was a car crash. The guy got out. He just started attacking these young ladies in the car. This is kind of like random, just like the whole incident with the guy walking up to 3 women on the street and just beating them in the face. Like, what is going on with this world? Like, we living in the last days, y'all. He about to come back, and I think I got some things packed, okay? Cause this world's getting real crazy, okay? And we want to make sure that we not get caught up in this craziness. Listen, I want to wrap it up with some new music release. Future drops visuals to his track "Love You Better." That title sounds very familiar. Cause I saw love, but. To be fair, it's not spelled love like L-O-V-E. The other one is spelled L-U-V. And y'all, my millennials know what love you better I'm talking about. Maybe not, I don't know, but you know, baby, smile today, 'cause I can love you more ways. I'm gonna love you better. Okay, LL Cool J. But I'm not. But Future, he drops visuals to his track "Love You Better." I hope that'll be a banger like the other, because the other "Love You Better." That was a banger. That was a great summer track. Okay, that was a great summer track. All right, it's a great all around the year track, but definitely that was a summer banger. Okay, and YK Osiris releases "Be My Girl." All right. Moving on down, moving on down, moving on down. Okay, so we're going to jump into our hot topic, but you know we can't jump into our hot topic without acknowledging our sponsors. Once again, our sponsors are amazing, and they are the reason why I Think Different TV is here every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by your girl, LaShia, right here on IG Live. Woo, try to say that 5 times fast. Anyway, our sponsors are, yeah, I'm slapping my thighs. What's up, Sev Raps? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company, 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created. Okay, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads right here on IG and on Facebook under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. All right, that's ANOINTEDADS. I like doing it. But anyway, he has created the flyer for Think Different TV, as well as the website that we are working on right now, and the logo that's on my cute merch. So when you're ready to get your flyer done for your business, for your event, or get your website created, hit up Phil at 609-534-0237. That's 609-534-0237. Please hit him up. Tell him that I sent you, and guess what? When you say Think Different TV, guess what? He's going to take 15% off of your first project. So let's get that done, okay? And our other sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no additives, no chemicals, none of that crazy stuff in it. It's good, and it's good for you, honey. All right, if you're going to hydrate the right way, get your Euphoria Water today. All right, you can find Euphoria Water right here on IG at UPHORIAWATER. That's UPHORIAWATER. All right, and if you live in the Philadelphia area and you want to deliver straight to your home, you can call 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. Just tell Captain, hey, I need that Euphoria Water. And our newest sponsor is Kaichi Mobile. Have table, will travel, okay? Kaichi Mobile you can find right here on IG under Kaichi_mobile. That's KAICHI_MOBILE. That's KAICHI_MOBILE. Listen, she is an amazing massage therapist, licensed. She's an amazing esthetician, licensed. Okay, so when you're ready to get them eyebrows done, when you're ready to get waxed, when you're ready to get that massage service, please hit her up. She does chair massages, table massages. She is just dynamic at what she does. So make sure that you hit up Kaichi Mobile today. That is KAICHI_MOBILE. She also has her own website, so you can book your service right online. And quick shout out to ThinkDifferentTV.biz, okay, where you can get the flyest merch by Think Different TV. All right, so those are our sponsors. Yay! So guess what? We're gonna jump into our hot topic. Yes. All right, y'all. So the topic for tonight is co-parenting in the same home. Wait a minute, I know I'm gonna get some people to sound off on this one. First of all, how many parents we have on right now? Please, by show of hands on the live right now, please. Hands up, hands up, hands up. If you're a parent, please put your hands up. Because I need to know that we have our parents tuned in tonight. I mean, you don't have to be a parent to be tuned in. You could be someone who's considering dating someone who has kids. But do I have any parents in the chat? Please let me know. Oh, it's still so cold. It's still so cold. Oh. All right. We got the parents up in here. All right. So how many of y'all are currently co-parenting? Show of hands. Show of hands. How many of y'all are currently co-parenting your children? You're not with the person that you made kids with. Y'all are co-parenting right now. All right. Now, let's say y'all are living in the same home. How many of that is happening? 0 out of 10 will not recommend, okay? When it's over, and I gotta go, okay? When it's over, and I gotta go. I had the option of maybe staying, but I said no. Because we ain't together no more. What's the purpose of me staying here? I got other places to go. And I had to stay here. But there are reasons. The reasons that we're here. The reasons that we feel like feelings won't disappear. Oh. Now let me not be too good, because guess what? I'm too good. Then they're going to shut off my live because they're going to say that I'm trying to copyright infringe. And I don't need that, honey, okay? But the reasons, why would two people still be living in the home with each other after calling it quits? And now, okay, here's some reasons. Financial dependency. It is hard out here in this world. Very hard out here in this world. I mean, y'all heard the lady, it's $6 boxes of cereal. All right? Gas is high. Rent is high. It's a lot. Oh, your parents did it for years. More power to them. I know personally that I could not do it. I couldn't do it. But I understand if there is a financial thing going on where neither one can leave because they don't have the money to move out of this home and it's cheaper just to stay in the same household, provided that they are giving each other space, I can see how that could be a reason why someone would say, listen, let's just stay in the home together. Let's save money. Maybe they're staying together for a certain amount of time until one gets on their feet and is able to move out. That could be the case. But that is definitely one of the possible reasons that this would happen. Then another thing is Asian Persuasion said finances, the children see both parents without having to worry about clothes, toys, etc. And we're going to get to that. And I definitely see where you're going with that, Asian Persuasion. And I got you. But number 2 is stubbornness. How dare you tell me I got to leave? You leave first. No, you leave first. No, you leave first. No, you leave first. Well, I guess we just going to both sit here until somebody leaves. And then they'll go through months and months of trying to make each other as uncomfortable as they possibly can until one just relents and says, I gotta go. Asian Persuasion said, but it only works if the parents are willing to. And Monica says, Biker Monfleur says, we didn't know that they were divorced, but we used to wish that they were. Too much drama. Ooh, like I said, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. And constantly arguing and bickering. Like, who's going to relent? Who's going to leave? Who's going to leave? Who's going to leave? I'm not going to give in. You're not. Like, no. Too much drama. Too much drama. Then you got, listen, they still It's like I don't want to be with you, but I want to be in you. I don't want to be with you, but I want to be with you. Like, no. This is like easy access. It's like in-home, I don't want to say the words, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like, no, because it's still unhealthy. Y'all not together. But y'all like, we still gonna screw around with each other. You know, just because, you know, I got something that we can do. Because we're both accessible to each other. So, yeah, like, stop it. Y'all might as well just be together. But no, we can't make it work because he got his things and I got my things and I got my things that I gotta worry about. He got his things. It's like, but you said that's not unhealthy or that's not healthy. What's up, Kara? Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Listen, they still mess with each other. And that could be a reason why they are still living together. Okay. Another one. They want to keep up the facade of being a happy family in the public eye. Keeping up appearances. Okay. You know, some people they just don't want people to know that things are not all what is cracked up to be in their home. You know, what happens at this address stays at this address. Yeah, we have problems, but out there, they don't know we have problems. And you know what? There's a lot of old school do it because of that reason. Because they don't want people in their business. They don't want people being like, oh, thank you, honey. Thank you, Kara. They don't want people to be like, oh, well, you know, I heard about this, but if they leave out the house and they're like, okay, have a wonderful day, you too, and they're all like happy and all that stuff and bubbly and and they still living together and people don't know their business, like, you know, it might be a different scene on the inside, but when they get outside in the public, don't nobody know that they broke up, don't nobody know that they got stuff going on. And some people like it like that. They don't want people to know that they got a whole bunch of problems going on. You know what I'm saying? So that could be another reason. And then the final reason is staying together for the children. That's not a real good reason because, like Monica said earlier, it was too much drama because it's like, if they're going to make things unbearable while they're living together, why even do it? And then the children see it. They're not blind. You get what I'm saying? They're like, oh, there's things going on. Children feel things. They are very perceptive. They're more emotionally intelligent than what we give them credit for. You get what I'm saying? So they pick up on vibes, they pick up on energies, they pick up on things, and then they're gonna feel like it's their fault. You don't want your kids feeling like that, especially if you love your kids. You don't want them feeling like it's their fault that y'all didn't work out, or y'all didn't, you know, y'all not together. I knew that as much as I want to be this big happy family with me and my son's father and my son, I could not be in a household arguing all the daggone time. I don't want my son to see that. I didn't see it growing up. So why would I subject my son to something so out of the norm for even me? I'm not even the fighting type. I'll be up there like, why are we arguing? Like, what's the end game? What's the beef? What are we looking to accomplish after all this yelling and stuff back and forth? Like, I'll be so through with it. I knew that that's not the situation that I wanted to be in. As soon as we split ways and we knew this was the final, no more, we're not working on it no more, I said, Okay, I'm going back to my parents' house. I stayed there for a little while, for like not even that long. Well, I'll say not that long, because I feel like it was like this. Like I was there and then I wasn't there. It's like not even 6 months. And then I was in my own apartment. I knew I didn't want to be in that situation. I know the reasons why people would do it, but I choose not to do that. It just seems like it's too much drama. All right. Now, here's the thing. There are advantages and there's disadvantages to which are different than reasons why they would do it. Now, the advantages of living together, as Asian Persuasion said earlier, let me just go to her comment again because I don't want to get it wrong. But she said the kids wouldn't have to worry about, the switch off and, oh, pick me up here, or, seeing their parents apart, or having to go to this parent, on a different turf, or, that is an advantage. Because having 2 households for a child, that can get to be a little hairy at times. Having 2 different places that this child is bouncing back and forth between, I don't even like that aspect of it, but it has to happen if I don't want to live with the alternative, which is living with the other parent. You get what I'm saying? So that is an advantage. They have the presence of both parents in the same household. Is good, provided that there is no drama. There's no arguing. There's no crazy stuff going on when it comes to them two living together. And the kids have a stable environment. If that's the case, then great. You get what I'm saying? But that is one of the advantages. Another advantage is that you save money. You save money. Well, both of y'all living in the same household, that financial thing that I was talking about earlier, it wouldn't be a thing because y'all both live in the same household. So y'all don't have 2 rents that y'all gotta worry about, and more money can be going towards the kids and their needs and their college funds or whatever, because y'all not breaking apart y'all financials, and it's not one person living over here, one person living over here. Y'all paying 2 separate bills, and there's no saving going on because y'all spending all y'all money living apart. All right, I get it. That is an advantage. Another advantage is if sex is good, then you got it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it right there. You don't really have to go and have sex with somebody else when you got it right in the house. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's then like no strings attached. It's like, yeah, we're having sex, but we're not together. Like, okay. Now if the sex is bomb, like, okay, that could be a possible advantage. Another thing is people won't be in your business. I'm just going through the reasons and then listing off the advantages of each reason. People won't be in your business. They gonna be like, oh, they look so happy. And then like later on down the line, when the kids are grown and out the house and all this stuff, and then they split ways, people gonna be like, dang, they was really amicable all them years. They wasn't even together all them years, for real? It didn't seem like it. They was always leaving. They was always happy. And people be confused. Like, when people can't be in your business, they be confused. And they be all upset. Like, how come I didn't know? I should have been able to tell that. No, you didn't need to tell nothing. Because as soon as you knew about it, you probably would have been running your mouth all over town. And also the children, if, like I said, provided that y'all are amicable to one another, the children get to live in a household with both parents and see a safe and loving environment. Now, the disadvantages. The disadvantages is the stubbornness, the fighting, the drama, the you go first, no, you go first, you go first, no, you go first. That can cause the kids to be like, yo, there's a lot going on in this household. I don't want to be home. My parents always arguing. Like, that could cause a lot of pain in their children later on down the line. So that's definitely a disadvantage. Another disadvantage is if they are still sexually involved with one another but not together, and then they feel like they can date and still be sexually involved with one another, that's going to cause problems. Listen, no matter how much you slice it, if you're still sexually involved with your child's father or mother or whatever, your significant other, the person you're co-parenting with, if you're still sexually involved with them, it's going to be hard for you to have a new relationship. It's going to be difficult, not impossible. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not possible for you to have another relationship, but it's going to be difficult because. And I'm not even talking about from y'all point of view, because y'all might be cool with it. Oh yeah, we gonna still screw around, but you go ahead, you can have your little boyfriend or you can have your little girlfriend, but we still can. But how about those people on the outside that don't know what they're getting into? They're like, oh, how weird is that? You dating this girl? You like, yeah. Hold on, let me take a sip of water real quick. Euphoria water. Oh, it's still so cold. Let's say that y'all dude, he going out with this chick. She say, yeah, we can definitely go out and everything like that. And he like, all right, cool. So when should I pick you up? And she's like, oh, you can pick me up around like 6 or whatever. So he like, all right, cool. Which is like really early, but still, I'm just throwing a figure out there, so don't mind me. So let's say it's like 6 and he goes over there and he knocks on the door. And he like, yeah, you know. And then this dude answers the door. And he trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. He trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, like, all right, maybe this like her brother, or maybe it's like a cousin or something. And they come to find out it's her baby father. And they live together. He gonna be like, check please. I'm not, I don't know if of any guy that will be down with that. Now, unfortunately, females are a little bit more forgiving. They'll still have their, like, you know, they'll have the questions like, why are you still living with your baby mom? But they'll still date the guy. Like, well, why are you still living with your baby mom now? Like, you know, maybe you should get your own place. Maybe she should get her own place. Like, saying stuff like that. Like, trying to fix the situation. No, the dude would just be like, no, we're not doing this because y'all still screwing. Y'all still screwing. Like, he not gonna think, oh, they just co-parenting. Oh, they just living together, you know, to save money. You know, he not gonna think all that stuff. The first thing he gonna think is like, y'all still screwing. So he gonna be like, I can't deal with this. Now, if you get one of them type of guys that just be like her stuff gotta be bomb, all right? Her stuff gotta be like the goal at the end of a MFM rainbow, okay? Yeah, for him to be like, but even still, he's still like, I don't think I want to be in this relationship or try to move forward with you when you're still living with your child's father. And it's like, why don't you just be with them? Why don't you just be with them? Just be with them. Y'all living together. Y'all probably still screwing. You might as well just live with them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that is a disadvantage. That's a big disadvantage to me, because it's like, how could you ever move on? How could you ever move on? How could you ever find that person that truly wants to be with you if you're still shacked up with the father or the mother of your child, that they're not going to be, you know what I'm saying? And chemo, I understand there are guys that will understand, but that but the only way they'll be tolerable of it is if they're not looking to be in a serious relationship with the woman anyway. Like let's keep it all the way at being. If he's just looking to screw her, if he's just looking to smash, y'all, he definitely not worried about the fact that she's still living with her baby dad, because he like that's the reason for that. Every time she want to get into something serious, I can just always throw up, oh, but you still live with your son's father. When that's gonna happen? You said not true. Okay, all right. I listen. I knew that wasn't the route that I wanted to go. All right. The brokenness in the world that would be like, you know what, I'm gonna move in with my child's father. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. She could be a good woman. He could see that and look past it. I guess. But would a good woman to him, if he said, you know, I want to move forward with you and I want to be in a serious relationship with you, and I don't feel like we could really do that if you are living with your child's father, like, is there some way, like, he would have to propose, come live with me. But then, or allow me to help you get a place of your own, so you're not living with your child's father, so we can be together. But some women would still be like on the defense about that, because they're like, you know, I don't know. Fatal Laveau said, not so. My boyfriend can turn into Rodney from Baby Boy because he thinks I owe him something. Oh, baby dad. I like BF. No. All right, baby dad can turn into Rodney from Baby Boy because he thinks I owe him something. And then, but like I said, if a guy really truly wants the woman to leave that life behind and not be with, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm seeing y'all comments, and I think when I react to it, it's like a delay, so y'all don't see me react to the comment until later on. But I do see y'all comments when they first pop up, so just letting y'all know that. If the guy if he's not looking to be in a serious relationship with her, yeah, he can overlook the fact that she's living with her child's father. But if he wants to be something serious with her, I think he should be the one to say, maybe you should move out and I will help you get your own place. And then don't suggest it and then be like, but you're on your own, get your own place. You get what I'm saying? Like, if this is somebody you want to be with women, if you present it a way in which we understand and we can get on board, we're going to do that. What's up, Frank's Famous Chicken and Waffles? If y'all, thank you for joining Think Different TV. If y'all are going to go towards this life of being together and the guy proposes it to the woman the right way, the woman is going to be like, yeah, let's do it. But if you're like, I don't really like y'all living together and I think you should have your own place, and then it's like, I can't afford it. Oh, well, you know, this is something you gotta work on. Well, then, like, if you're not gonna help, then why would you even suggest it? Like, when people tell me I need to get a car, but they're not trying to offer to pay me any pay for any of my insurance or anything like that. We got DJ Chemo. Listen, DJ Chemo, don't be coming here starting stuff, okay? Don't you do it. Here we go.
What up? Listen.
Here you go.
Look, nah. So, cause it's a lot. So what you gotta understand is, right?
Mm-hmm.
every situation ain't the same, right? So that's what I was trying to pretty much paint the picture of, because it could be a situation where it's not even, a financial issue for her. It could be a financial issue for him, right? The baby father, right? And she could be
Mm-hmm.
supporting that, you feel what I'm saying, because she's a good woman, right? Because she, even though it didn't work out, whatever, but she probably like, all right, I'm giving him this much time to get himself on his feet, whatever the case is. And you know what I mean? That's what I meant by a good woman. You feel what I'm saying? So like if through me, somebody else meet this woman, she still dates, whatever. She presents it to the person, you feel me? Or if it's a thing where he might just see that from dating her, from talking to this person and all of that, and they building, and he see that she all around a good woman, it would make sense that it's the type of situation he doing. But then of course it would take a lot of trust. Now granted, that's not the common situation, and I'm giving the unpopular opinion, but at the end of the day, like that's a possibility. You feel me? But it's not all dudes ain't. You can't just sit there and be like, all guys is automatically gonna be like, nah. And then some women will be like, well, yeah, they'll suck up and deal with the dude with his baby mom still in the crib. But it's the same way. It's some dudes that's on that same type of timing. You know what I mean? It depends. You feel me? Now, if she out here and she loose and all of that, you crazy or whatever the case is, and she got to do it in the crib, then it might be like, I don't know. You feel me? Like that's hard to take. But yeah, that's that.
I appreciate your point of view.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that that's the only thing, but the majority of men would not go for that.
Oh.
Majority would not go for that. And there's a very few amount of guys that would sit up there and say, okay, I could deal with you living with your child's father. Cause it's not, especially when she's not upfront and honest. Okay, here's another thing. If she's not upfront and honest about who she's living with, and just kind of let
Okay.
him just show up and find out that way, then that's a problem in itself, because she may not see it as a big deal, because oh yeah, I'm just helping him this, that, and the third till he gets on his feet, then he's gonna be out on his own, this, that, and the third. But when you're dating someone and that person, you're inviting that person to come to your home, they don't know what situation they're coming into if you don't present it to them up front. Like, listen, when you get here, there's going to be someone here. That's my child's father. We live together. Like, be upfront and honest and say that. And just like men too,
Yeah.
on the same front,
Right.
be honest with the women that you date and say, listen, this is a woman that the mother of my child is living in the house with me. We're both, financially strapped right now. We broke up, but we can't financially afford to move away from each other, and we're staying in the home to like save up money so we can move out on our separate ways. I hope you can understand that. Give them the choice. Let them choose that they want to be in that situation, because then they can't ever say, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me what was going on. You didn't tell me. I show up to the crib, dudes up in there, this, that, and the third. Like, no, like, you gotta be honest. You gotta let
Yeah.
them know up front, and
Yeah.
not be on some, oh well, we're cool with it, so everybody else gotta be cool with it. No, because
Right.
not everybody is cool with that type of stuff.
Right. Of course. I mean, yeah. Now that's again, like it goes back to it's circumstantial. You feel what I'm saying? Like every situation is different. Now, obviously, yes. If you're not upfront, if you don't, you know what I mean, on either side, man or woman, if you're not being upfront and saying, hey, this is my current situation, you're one not being fair to whoever you're dating, because you're not giving them the opportunity to make the decision. Like, well, what am I okay with that, or am I not okay with that? So you gotta be upfront and let them know from the door. So yeah, especially when it's a situation like that, that's sticky like that, you gotta be upfront. I mean, because then again, if it slips up, or if it stumbled upon, or just he find out or she find out, all bets off the table. It's gonna look funny, because now how I'm supposed to believe anything else you tell me? Because you ain't telling me this up front, and now you gonna tell me I ain't doing nothing. I gotta believe that. I don't know. Then it's like, if nothing was going on, why you ain't
Mm-hmm.
telling me up front? You know what I mean? So yeah, it makes sense. All the way.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, if she lets him know up front, and he he said, "Oh yeah, that's cool," you know, da da da. And then he see dude and be like, "There's no way." They not. They not. She told me they not. But
But I mean,
I don't know.
see
It's just
that's the tricky part. I mean, again,
like
I mean, uh, if you in the atmosphere of them both and you feel the energy, but that's what communication one is very important, and trust, because especially in that situation, them top tier, because in that situation that has to be communicated. Like he got to be like, listen, this I seen y'all doing this. That looked weird. I don't know, giving me vibes of, you feel me. And now it's up to her to either switch up her moves. You feel me? If she knows she ain't doing nothing, then she might look like, damn, yeah, I was kind of. You feel me? Now she gotta switch up her moves, or she gotta, you feel, and then watch how she move forward from there, or you feel me? Just ignore it, and then that's more of a problem. But it got to be communicated. You feel me? And then also you got to be able to really trust this person. That you got to be able to trust her. You feel me? Trust what she's saying. You know what I mean? So because again, it could be one of those situations where she could be 100% cut off, innocent, and say, "Hey, this, like I said, looking out for him," but his mind could be like, the baby father. He could be on some, well, now let me go. Oh, she got a dude. Let me try and make him jealous. And you know what I mean. So they
yeah,
could
let
be
me
on
make waves.
right. And he
Mm-hmm.
might, and he gonna have the advantage because one, he live with her still, and two, he knows her probably a little bit better if you're the new guy on the scene, and so he gonna try to push buttons, and that can make it look like it's something, but it ain't. You know what I mean? So again, that's where the trust has to come in, and the communication. Because if the trust and communication is there, whether the new person is on the scene, he gonna know, like, oh, all right, whatever, that's smoke. He still want her. That's why he doing it, because they talk about it, because that's the communication, because that's the, you know what I mean, and that's the trust they building. But it's gonna take a lot of that in situation on either side. You're gonna need it. So
You're absolutely right, Chemo. You're absolutely right. I am DJ Chemo is live with me right now on Think Different TV. Um, we gotta do a reset because you're supposed to be on here later on, but
I
I
know.
guess this topic was just too
Yeah.
good for you to pass up on talking on.
Yeah. I can sign off, man. But I just, it was too much to go. I was trying to, like, I didn't want to give off the wrong, you know what I mean, do the comments. I was like, hold on, let me just try to clear it, because it's
Oh no,
circumstantial.
I want you to, voice your opinion in the comments. And I was getting exactly where you was coming from, because, of course I gotta be devil's advocate, right? So I gotta push them buttons. So I was like, oh no. But you was like, wait a minute, hold up now.
Mm-hmm.
Request sent.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I want to shout out all of those who have joined so far. DJ Chemo, you're going to be coming back on here because we
Yes.
got the next segment. So I want you to get bouquet and drink a lot of water. Be ready, talk a lot because we got a lot to discuss.
Let's go, man. I'm ready, man. I'm here, I'm waiting. I mean, but yeah, back to your hot topics, man. Peace.
All right. Thank you. So that was our hot topic tonight, y'all. Co-parenting in the same home. All right. The reasons, the advantages, the disadvantages, all of that good stuff. All right. So definitely, I want to shout out all of those who have joined on to Think Different TV thus far. We have. Let me make sure I shout out everybody. Hold on. There's a lot of people that joined on. Dream X NYC, Just Finest, Kid J 19. Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Chad Anthony, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Chad Anthony Music. He was one of our independent artists spotlights a while back. The Real I Am Young P. Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Was also an independent artist spotlight on Think Different TV. Oh, we got the whole fam here together tonight. We had Dizzy that joined on. Dizzy 730, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Mr. Handsome, thank you for joining Think Different TV and tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. We are definitely getting it on and popping, y'all, and we're making good time. Yes. But our topic tonight is co-parenting in the same home: reasons, advantages, and disadvantages. Just to do a quick rundown, the reason that you may live with your not significant other, your co-parent, the person that you're co-parenting with, is one, financial dependency; two, stubbornness; three, still sexually involved with said partner; four, want to keep the facade of being a happy couple in front of everybody out there; and number five, staying together for the children. You know, those are the reasons. Advantages, you don't have to worry about money situation. You can put more money into the kids instead of living apart. Hey, if the sex is good, at least you got it right there. Outside world won't know all your business, and the children don't have to see it, provided that it is a healthy environment. Y'all are peacefully coexisting and co-parenting. The kids get to see both of their parents steadily, even with the parents not being together. And that's a situation of you loving your child or children more than you hate each other. Listen, y'all are going to have disagreements and all of these things when you're no longer together, but being mature enough to suck it up and say we care more about our children than about our own needs and everything, that's saying a lot. And those parents that can make it happen, more power to you. More power to you. Chandy said, COVID, monkeypox, less exposure to STDs, etc. Oh yeah, I mean, if you got it right there, you ain't gotta go out yonder, and you don't gotta worry about COVID. You don't gotta worry about monkeypox. STDs and stuff like that, provided that y'all both know y'all not doing no crazy stuff. Yeah, amazing. Disadvantages: it's going to be hard to date when you're living with, not impossible, but it's going to be hard, difficult, if everything is not on the table from the jump. You're not honest with the person that you're dating and letting them know, listen, I'm living with my child's father, or I'm living with my child's mother until I get on my feet. If you're not honest about that and you just letting that person just show up to the house and like, oh, you her brother? You her cousin? No, I'm a baby father. Oh, baby father. What kind of party is this? Yeah, that could be difficult. And then the stubbornness, the fighting, the back and forth, making the household situation difficult for the children to live in, because y'all always are fighting and everything like that, because no one wants to relent and just leave the situation because they feel like they're giving in, or they're giving up, or they're I'm going to be seen as weaker if I leave. You get what I'm saying? So we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that to be happening around the children, because the children are going to be the ones that ultimately suffer from that type of behavior. So those are the reasons, the advantages, the disadvantages of co-parenting in the same home. If you have any thoughts about this topic, this episode 30, yes, we made it here, y'all. We got here. This episode will be on the IGTV series Think Different TV, as well as Think Different TV YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and you can watch the replay, #replay in the comments, and you can go ahead and state all of the things that you got to say in the comments. I will respond to said comments, because this is an interesting topic, and it is happening more often than we like to think of, because tough economic times calls for tough economic measures, and sometimes people find it cheaper to stay in that same situation. So with that being said, that wraps up our hot topic for the night. I hope I didn't make anybody too mad out there. But we're going to jump into our sponsors real quick. Our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. 14 years in the making, 100 websites created, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find him here on Instagram, and you can find him on Facebook, right? Under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. That's ANOINTEDADS. All right, you can go ahead, hit him up. He's done the flyer for Think Different TV. He's also is creating the website for Think Different TV. Not the merch website. There's going to be a website with all the replays and everything on it, the independent artist spotlights, all of that stuff. I'm so excited. He also created the logo that is on my Think Different TV merch. Yes, that you can find on thinkdifferenttv.biz. So when you're ready to get that flyer created for your event, for your business, ready to get that website created, make sure you hit up Phil at 609-534-0237, and that's 609-534-0237. Thank you, Frank Kelly, for jumping in to Think Different TV. Listen, hit him up. Hit up Phil at 609-534-0237 and tell him that I sent you. When you mention Think Different TV, you get 15% off of your first project. All right, so that's very important to remember, okay? And he's amazing, so go and support, all right? And then we have our other day one sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, okay? Alkaline with minerals, no additives, no chemicals, none of that crazy stuff in it. Listen, it's good and it's good for you. And if you're going to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. Euphoria Water can be found right here on IG at UPHORIAWATER. That's UPHORIAWATER. Guess what? Euphoria Water is also award-winning. Won the Philadelphia Entrepreneur Excellence Award. And it's only because it's the greatest water. It's so refreshing, right? So when you're ready to get your Euphoria Water, hit them up on IG, Captain. You can hit them up on IG. Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and you want that water delivered straight to your door, you can call them at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. Yes. And then our newest sponsor is Kaichi Mobile. Kaichi Mobile is found right here on IG under Kaichi_mobile. That's KAICHI_MOBILE. All right. She is a massage therapist licensed. She's an esthetician licensed. Has table, will travel. Listen, y'all got to give this girl some play. Because she don't play. She ready to put the paws on you. So when you ready to get them hands, get that massage therapy, get them brows done, all right, hit her up, all right. Visit her IG page at Kaichi_mobile. She also has a website on there as well where you can book your services today, all right. That's KAICHI_MOBILE, all right. So, y'all. And I already mentioned it, but I'm just so jazzed up about this. First of all, this is the 30th episode, okay? So, woo woo! And I said I was going to have this done by the 30th episode, and I got it done. So there is a website for Think Different TV merch, okay? So we got stainless steel travel mugs, we got face masks, we got iPhone covers. I'm looking to get some Android covers too. I'm sorry, y'all, but they did have iPhone covers. I do have an Android, so I was kind of upset. But they will be coming soon. Got car mats, we got face towels, all of this stuff right on thinkdifferenttv.biz. That's thinkdifferenttv.biz. So make sure y'all go and hit up the website today, okay? All right, y'all. So here's the next segment of the night. The segment we all been waiting for. Well, I've been waiting for it because I'm so excited about this. This is the first time that we're doing this, and it's only fitting that we're doing it on the 30th episode of Think Different TV. Usually I would have an independent artist spotlight, but this night, tonight, July 25th, 7/25, episode 30 of Think Different TV, we are doing our first ever independent artist panel. So I am excited. First of course, I gotta be on the panel because I'm hosting the thing. But our other panelist is Trivo Lafarre, right? You can find him at @TheReal_Trivo Lafarre on IG. He is the creative director of Think Different TV. He's also an amazing artist, all right? And he is going to give all his opinion on the topics that we have tonight, and I'm so excited about that. We also have I Am DJ Chemo, who was just on the screen. He is a DJ, a producer, a rapper. He's part of a duo called New Jack Kings. He is a chef, father. Like, what doesn't he do? Like, what's going on? Yes, he is part of the panel, and he has his newest single. No, his newest album Changes out right now. Trivo has his newest single out today, Love, Drugs, and Guitars, that is available on all streaming platforms. They got music all over the place, y'all. Y'all need to go check these guys out. And then we got this beautiful queen, the motherfucking rap assassin. I think I gotta say it again. The motherfucking rap assassin, Fatal Laveau. Now, this girl bad. She bad in a good way. All right? In a great way. She take me back to days where women really rapped about, like, they had substance, okay? When they had substance in their lyrics, okay? When you could listen, you didn't always hear, you know, give me some money because I got a pussy. All I got is pussy, 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 pussy. No. She gonna give it to you raw, uncut, unfiltered, you know? And she is our special guest on this panel tonight because I gotta hear what this young lady got to say, all right? So we're gonna bring all of these great people in. We're gonna discuss these topics, and we're just gonna get it popping, baby. All right. First of all, let's get to it. Let's go live with Trivo Lafarre, all the way from South Kakalaki. All right. Hey!
Yo, what's happening with you? I'm dead. Yo, you.
Wait. I gotta bring in the other people. Wait. Hold up. Yeah. I got you. All right. Then we're gonna bring in. Let me see. We got Fatal Laveau, all the way from NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana.
What's happening with you, fool?
What up, though?
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
What's happening?
I told you I was like, find a queen that's gonna get on here and represent well for the hip hop community. And he was like, I got the perfect person. So he hit you up, you here, we're gonna get this on the poppin'. And then I gotta bring in my last guy. Hold on now. I'm still learning how to do this now. All right, here we go. Hey, don't be laughing at me because I'm old and I don't know how to work technology. All right, and then we got I Am DJ Chemo, who is coming in very shortly. Originally from New York, then he was down in ATL. Now he back up north. And where is he at? Because he know he's supposed to be doing this. They taking that, you know how.
Yeah, he was just here.
Oh, hold on.
He was just here. Where is he at?
You said something about you being old. Baby, we live in the age of timelessness. You are getting better. You are not old.
Thank you,
You
There
thank
are
you
you,
not
go.
thank
old. We
you.
are living in the age of
She don't
timelessness.
listen to me though, family. She don't listen to me.
I don't, Shiva. I don't at all, at all. I'm surprised I do sometimes.
Timo said no request.
There you
What
go. Say
is he
he
here?
here. No request.
There's no request. What? I just
Yeah.
sent it to him. Hold up. I'm about to bring him in again, y'all. Hold on there. We gonna make this happen. I definitely invited him. So anyway, how y'all doing? Until he come in here, how y'all doing tonight? Y'all enjoying the show so far?
Yeah, man. I'm over here cutting up. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, me too. I say it's a
'Cause-
lot of good dialogue.
There you
oh,
go.
awesome. That's what I was hoping for. You know, Tree will keep me on point, and he be like, sometimes he be giving me that red light, like, all right now. Well, that's why I learned how to keep my eye on the time, because he was sure enough cut me off. Like, he be like the singing man on Dag on the Power, like, come on now, get it going. What is going on?
I don't
What
know.
chemo got going? You sure you sent it too?
I really did. I really did. All right, here we go. How about you just request chemo? How about you just do that? Just request it.
I
I'll let
can't.
you in.
I'm not a moderator. Am I?
Oh, you're
Can't
not a
do it.
moderator?
Nah.
Hold on, let me make you a moderator. Let me be a moderator real quick. Ooh, ooh. Now it won't let me.
Trying to. I can't.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay, y'all, because we're gonna get this on and popping. While that is happening, y'all, She Go Hard Radio, thank you so much for joining Think Different TV. Tommy Woods, thank you for joining in the Think Different TV. Myron Mann, thank you for joining us to Think Different TV tonight. Jay Liddy, thank you for joining in Think Different TV tonight. That's Ona, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Big Zeke, thank you for joining Think Different TV. That is so.
Hey, chemo, turn your Wi-Fi off, then turn it back on. On your phone, not the router.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have it. I think I might got it now.
Oh,
I think I
okay,
might
never
got it
mind.
now.
You been sending that man the wrong thing.
Yo, on my block, they are riding down the street, blasting their music. I don't know why. Oh, gosh. I be scared sometimes because, if it play too loud and then it
Yeah.
catch on my live and they be like, stop playing copyrighted content. We're going to shut you down. I was like, oh my gosh.
They're trying to blow your
Like, they've been
spot.
trying to shut everybody down. What's up, Billboard? Why? Thank you for joining Think Different TV.
Huh? Oh no, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't give out no pictures of myself. I wasn't raised like that.
Okay. What is going on, y'all?
Tell me you just was in the
That's
live.
new.
What?
It's a bot in your life. I mean, well,
Yeah.
that's not new, but bots don't usually talk.
I'm sorry, I got a child trying to bribe me into giving her some of my chips.
She won't let me. She won't let me get
Dang, Pearl May.
it. I really want one.
Tell Pearl May go to bed, man.
How come
I'm
I
telling
can?
you.
How come I can add chemo? You can have up to 4. That's why I'm trying to figure out why the heck it won't let me bring in. It said I can add him as a moderator.
Can't request, haven't received a request.
All right, I add him as a moderator, so maybe he'll be able to add himself in.
Let me see what I can do. Do I have any power? Let's see. I can only send the video out. Let me see.
Oh, a moderator can't be in a live video. That's
Yeah.
different.
Gotta remove that
Remove,
then.
invite. And y'all remember, like a couple of weeks ago, I had up to 4 people on at one time.
Yeah,
Me and
you
3
was
other
doing
people.
the play.
Both
The
musical.
musical. Yeah, musical.
Yeah, so trying to figure out what's going on tonight. Cause it ain't me. Thank God. Ain't me this time. So Tyler left. Go live. But I am DJ Chemo.
Yeah, not like TikTok. IG be acting up with the live.
Yeah.
Right about that. Yeah. Edge persuasion. What you got going on?
Let's see what's going on.
It still ain't let you get the chemo?
We always have to, prepare for stuff like this.
Right. It still won't let you get chemo?
I invited him. And he was just on. That's why I'm like, why is it not working now?
Yeah.
Let me try something real quick.
Hold on.
All right. Trevo, I'm gonna bring you back on, okay?
All right.
All right. Let's do this. All right, there we go.
What
You're
happened?
in.
Yo, what's going?
I don't know what's going on.
So, alright.
All right. All right.
There we go.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
I was
And
cleared.
let's do this. All right. There we go.
Here we go.
Okay, let's
All
I don't
go.
know
right.
what that
It was
was,
chemo phone. It was your
I don't
end.
know what's going on, man, but
yeah. What up? What up?
what's up?
What's
What's
happening,
up?
family?
What's good?
We like the Brady Bunch. We like the
yeah.
hood ass Brady Bunch.
Here's the story. But you know what? Guess what, y'all? We got plenty of time because we're gonna rock out with the time we got. We got some awesome topics tonight. Like I said, we got I am DJ Chemo, DJ, producer, rapper, one half of New Jack Kings, chef, father, entrepreneur.
Oh, okay, Chef. Okay.
Okay, got a resume.
Then we have Trivo Lafar, creative director of Think Different TV, awesome artist, entrepreneur as well from South Kakalaki, getting things done. He always about that coin,
You know,
as Capricorn should be about. They always about that coin. All right. And we have Fatal Laveau, the motherfucking rap assassin, from NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana, on this panel tonight, and then little old me, LaShia, host of Think Different TV, singer
The biggest.
songwriter,
Oh.
maybe
All right, let's
recording
go.
artist, maybe performing artist in my spare time.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, let's go. All right, so Trevo has the questions for tonight, and we're going to
Yeah,
go through these questions. I want to know what your thoughts are on these questions, guys, because the music industry has so many different facets, and there's so many things happening, changing, moving, grooving, and Trevo is so well spoken and so good at asking so many questions that it makes my head explode. So let's go, Trevo. Let's hit them with the first question. You know what to do. Let's get it popping.
all right, all right, all right, all right. I got to get my light right here, so y'all
Yeah,
bear
you
with me.
can right and get in the camera because all I'm seeing is that red curtain.
First of all, how we y'all? Curtain.
Isn't Trevo looking dapper tonight? Like he got a button up on y'all. Like he looks like I am. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's what you wear tonight. I
All
I
right,
had to go change my shirt. I was like,
I'm
no,
done.
we not doing that. He gonna come here stunting. I'm like,
why?
I'm crying.
Why we doing a lot?
I
I
can't.
love
what you
y'all.
say?
Yo, what's
All
going
right,
on, yo?
I ain't want to put my raggedy paper in the way, but I'm gonna do it.
All right, your
Yeah.
I ain't want to put
your
my
Wi-Fi,
raggedy
man.
paper in
It's
the
just
way, but
like it's like you talking.
I might have to do it just a little bit.
Take your headphones out. Take your headphones out. Take them out. Take them out. Take your headphones out.
So I,
Take them out. Just take them out,
This is
honey.
ghetto. Yeah. What's going on, yo? Yo.
All right, you ready? All right, I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna just ask the questions, okay? This is what we're gonna do. We're
Uh-oh.
gonna just switch up the format a little bit. So the first question is the difference between rapper, singers, artists, entertainers. Is there a difference? Is there a difference between rapper, singers, and artists slash entertainers? To you
There's
guys.
a difference. There's a difference
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
rappers and
Rapper,
singers.
singers, and artist, entertainers.
There's a difference.
Big
I
difference.
mean, yeah, like I mean, yeah, all in all, like none is like the other. But I mean, more specifically, what you're trying to get at when you say that difference is, I mean,
Oh,
clearly like
okay.
rapping and singers.
So rapper, singer. Okay, so giving an example, Eminem is a rapper,
Mm-hmm.
but Lil Wayne is an artist, entertainer.
Okay, I'll give you
You get
that.
what I'm saying?
I see
So,
I see what you're doing. Um,
Yeah.
but technically though, like a
she ain't
rapper can still be an artist. Like, so you know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
then we lost you. Damn.
it's okay. He'll find his way back in.
You can again, a rapper can be an artist too. Like, so I mean, like even though he's just a rapper, he would be a rap artist. So he's still a rap. He's still an artist. Just as Lil Wayne he's an artist, but he wouldn't just be called a rapper. You know what I mean? Because he does more than he's been in different genres. You know what I mean? So he's under a different bracket, but he would be under different brackets like pop, R&B. You know what I mean? You know that those brackets, but you know. It's just because they're all different.
So
Do you
I
feel like an
agree.
artist entertains? Oh, I'm sorry, Fatal. Go ahead.
No, okay. I just was saying like I agree with what he's saying, but it's just like I put it in a category as a difference between a rapper and a lyricist and a singer and a vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
Like and a
Yes.
all around like entertainer. I think we all could agree that an all around entertainer is like somebody like Michael Jackson. That's an all around entertainer, like that triple threat type of individual. So I'm not disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
I always labeled it like something just a little different, like, you know, because anybody could get in a booth and just, we see it now, get in a booth and just make music. But it's different when you really like have a format and a formula and really like there's a science to what you're doing with your music. Like there's a whole strategy, like you putting your all and a part of you into your sound, because anybody could just get we see it. Anybody just get on here and just make something catchy or just do anything, and because it's just a repetitive sound, the brain kind of gets stuck with it. But if you really like breaking it down and really like, okay, you know, I know you like the beat, like the sound, but did you hear what I said? Like, did you hear how I said it? Did you hear
Right.
this bar and that bar? You know, so it's a super big difference. It's a real big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I agree.
definitely agree. I
Yeah.
definitely agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting that you said bringing up rapper, lyricist, and singer vocalist, because there are so many singers out there, but they're not vocalists. You know, Layla Hathaway is a vocalist.
Ooh, that's my girl. That's
You know what
my
I'm
girl. I
saying?
love Layla.
She got range. Lettucey is a vocalist.
Yes.
You know, Jill Scott is a vocalist.
Vocalist.
But if I had to say a singer, I would say Ella
Sierra.
May, Sierra. You know, but the thing is that the reason why they would be more accepted is because it's interesting, because somebody else, it was another topic of discussion. I forget who did it, but they said that sometimes people, when they listen to music, they want to be able to sing along with the songs and not feel like they sound like trash. So, you know, sometimes a vocalist could be so good. They would be so good that you'd be like, I can't even mess with you. I can't even, whoo, like, you just be making a stink face the whole time they singing, like,
Yeah.
ugh. But
The stank
but the
face.
thing is that all you can do is just listen. You can't participate because you're not on that vocal, you know, like that person. But then a
Right.
singer like Sierra, somebody, people, hey, like your body's my party, baby. Like it's crazy because people just they can sing along with it. They don't
Right.
feel like pressured to be all doing all these different tricks and ad libs
Yeah.
and runs
What
and
we like to
you
call
know.
anointed.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Same thing happens with a rapper, but like, you know, just somebody who just rap versus lyricist. Like, you know, people feel like they can, you know, the lyrics is catchy because it's easy. It's just like, you know, boom, bubblegum rap. You feel me? But then the lyricist, he might have said something that, you know, damn, the bars was tight, so he worded in a certain way. You can't just, you got to really listen and learn what he's saying. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a difference in that. And so, you know, people will flock to the easy rap. You know, and that's what's happening. You know, lately.
Yeah.
In the current state of music. But you know,
I think Trevo, you was the one that told me that Nicki Minaj had a problem with someone calling her a rapper. You was
Oh
telling
yeah,
me about
yeah, that
this.
was up one day.
You said that she like snapped and was like, "I'm not a rapper. You know all I can do. Like I'm not just a rapper."
Right,
So
she's a whole artist.
yeah,
mhm.
yeah,
and that's where I think that questions came from, because I was like, that's interesting, because for someone to be put into a category because of what they do, like you're rapping, right? So people be like, oh, you're a rapper, but I don't think that she should necessarily snapped on that person. That was a time for education. You get what I'm saying? You can educate people on who you are. You can educate people, say, listen, I appreciate you saying I'm a rapper, but this is what I actually do. This is who I am. I'm an all around artist, entertainer, and I don't just rap. You get what I'm saying? Anybody can rap. You know, my money don't jiggle jiggle. It falls. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the thing about it is that can you take that to the next level? Can you be marketable? Can you be someone who is going to cross over?
All right.
Are you going to be the one to get those big sales? You get what I'm saying? Can you go platinum? Can you go? You know, that's the type of stuff that they're looking at. Are you an all around entertainer? And I think that's why she was offended. But like I said, she could have used that time to educate and not necessarily be all like hate, 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 hate.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
What do
Yeah.
you have to say about this, Trevo? He's like every time it's time for me to speak, it's like my camera don't want to let me do that. Trevo, can you hear us? I can't hear you. Are you muted? Did you mute yourself?
I think your response might be coming late to him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think when you say stuff, it kind of come like delayed.
Yeah, it's delayed.
The big
It's a Wi-Fi.
Well, I mean, y'all see
question.
me. I'm not. There's no circle in
Nah,
the middle of me.
you good. You good on mine. I
Okay.
see you. I see. Okay.
Real quick, I want to shout out some of the people that came up in here. George, Ake, and
Yeah,
I can't even tell who that is.
marketable
But
is
George, thank you for joining Think Different
being
TV. Layla Brown, Kaufman, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Oh, there we go.
like that.
I hear you now, Trevo.
Still loading on mine.
Uh-huh.
It,
It's okay. We're gonna keep it
gotta be
rolling.
marketable.
Sometimes we have technical difficulties, but it's all good. It's all good because I see him saying something, but
Mm-hmm.
what's up, Lawman? Thank you for coming in to Think Different TV.
I think he trying to
All
figure
right,
out if we
y'all.
could hear him.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out. We gotta keep it moving. All right. So here's the next question, y'all. Who has a harder time breaking into the industry, women or men?
Um,
Ah,
I
I say what depends on what time period you're talking. We talking about right now today.
I'm
Yeah,
about to say
Today.
because yeah, that I feel like today is I don't know. It's a toss
yeah.
because you know, I feel like the playing field is almost evening out because, like, and I mean, it's where it's harder for just anybody to get in. You know what I mean? That's just to a certain level because it's becoming a thing of, you could pay your way in, and a lot of people have been doing that, but now it's just like a lot of people don't got it, so they trying to find other ways. So it's like now the game is hard. Like, the fare done went up, like so. It's like it's a lot. And then there's so many people to compete with on top of that. So then if you got the bread to get there, then you gotta compete with that. Then you gotta compete with everybody else that got the bread to get there for that spot. So it's like, and then with women, it's like the same way. So many female rappers out now, and then everybody trying to sound like everybody. Then it's like it's all cutthroat. So it's like, yeah, it's just
I think
and then
the
the ones that's in the
inconsistent.
spot don't want to help out. You know what I mean? So I want to be so it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's inconsistent people have more of a harder time. because
Mm.
it is like
Mm.
female rap is like taking over by storm. Now, as a female artist, I could say it still is that same old of, well, if I do this, I help you. You know, it's always an ulterior motive, and it probably is that way for males too, because of all the funny style stuff I be hearing about the industry and how they be doing little, you know, frog tea, side eye funny shit going on. But I think like it's more so, are you serious about your craft enough to where you you know, just like how it is with the drug, you gonna be the middleman, or you gonna be the plug. You gonna be your own plug. You know, everybody need a resource. Everybody, you know, you utilize your resources, but are you going to get out here and make something happen for yourself? Like, you can't
Mm-hmm.
rely on people. Like, you could pay for studio time and find, you know, a producer, or find a cameraman and make your music, your videos, and do all these things, but you have to have a strategy. It's the same as dealing drugs. You gotta know how. If you don't know how to market, and you don't know how to get out here and make your sales and make your money, and then re-up just to redistribute, you know, your product, you ain't really gonna get nothing out of it. You just gonna be, you know, small time petty hustler.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Real facts.
Well, I was thinking that it's both, but for different reasons. All
Mm-hmm.
right. I think once you reach a certain age, and it also depends on the genre too. Once you reach a certain age in a certain genre, you know, if you're a man or a woman getting into the industry of rap, once you get to a certain age, it's gonna be harder for you to break. It's gonna be harder for you to break unless you like super fire. You get what I'm saying? But I also think like it's the type of is what you're bringing to the table too. Um, so men and women, they if you bring something to the table that's undenied, like people can't deny what you got going on, then you're gonna get a chance. But I also think it's easier for people to break into the industry through the back way of, you know, social media and all of this other stuff now, that they don't necessarily need to be broken by a label, or they can make their own way, make their own path. So you're right, Fatal. It's like that grit you gotta have. What are you willing to do to push yourself forward? What are you willing to do to put yourself out there? You know, provided that it's not going to make you look like a whole skis or whatever, because you know they like to put us out there.
Yeah.
Women and men alike nowadays. They want to pimp us out, you know, as artists. But the thing about it is like, do you have that grit? Do you have that power to move forward? I think it says hard work beats talent where talent doesn't work hard. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you're willing to go out there and work hard and get yourself out there, then you can break into the industry. And when it comes to men or women, like I said, for different reasons, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the lasting effect is also something, because you know that's why so many people go out here and get this plastic surgery and stuff like that, because one is the look, you know, and they want to keep it up. You know, what got me in here, I want to keep that. I don't know what happened to Lil Kim along the way, but you know, that's another thing.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I don't know what happened to her. But the crazy thing is that a lot of people, they feel like that's the way that they're going to remain accepted, is to look like how they looked like when they came into the industry. And that is not possible when Father Time is beating your ass. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you get older, you know, stuff is going to sag, stuff is going to droop. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to always have the tightest butt out there, you know. That's why all these people get these butt injections and stuff like that. Like, you're not always going to have that, you know. And men are they're not out there really getting plastic surgery. They are getting it, but they're not out there like women are out here
Yeah.
getting this plastic surgery and stuff like that. So
But you know,
yeah,
too,
guys,
I
what
want to
happened?
say what you were saying about just being older. That's why I made the comment about just we living in an age of timelessness. You know, like at one point, I don't know if y'all remember, people felt like 25 was like around that time. You need to wrap it up as a rapper. like I've heard, I don't know if anybody else heard that, was like by the time you made 30, you might as well go ahead and throw it away. I don't know if y'all remember the game when he was on that kick where he was like, I'm about to retire because I'm about to be 30. We living in an age of timelessness, so it's like Snoop Dogg still rapping, all these rappers, and even though they established, they all still rapping. Like, we're living in an age of timelessness. Like, our 45 and when we were younger, 45 and 50-year-olds looked 45 and 50. These folks not looking 45 and 50. Like, we living in that age of timelessness. So it's like, I just feel like I don't know, it's a lot to it. It's a lot to it. It's a lot to it that we know, and it's a whole nother side that we don't know. Like, I think with Lil' Kim, it was colorism that kind of affected her. I wish she believed that she, just like Michael Jackson, I wish that they believed that they were as beautiful as they really were. Because nothing was wrong with y'all. Nothing was wrong with y'all. But when you in an industry where it's like, you gotta be small and you gotta be light skinned and you gotta have this and you gotta have that and you gotta just be able to sex sales. That kind of takes a toll on the mind. And if you, because I've had people tell me that it's like, well, you know, you could do this and show a little skin and be like that. It's like, well, I like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, now what if I want to wear all black with my Timbs and my hat to the back and I just want to be like, what if I want to be like that? And I could still give feminine energy. Or I could still, like, if I just want to be my natural tomboyish self. Because I've never had no issues in the male department. I got 2 children. I ain't never had no problems with no man being no tomboy. I ain't never had that issue before. I've never had that problem. But because it's like, well, you know, you gotta be curvaceous, and I get that a lot. Like, when I do have times where people might see my shape or my figure, or just, they'll be like, damn, you know, like, you got balls, you really could rap, but I didn't know you was fine like that. Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, that's the beauty of it. You gotta, when I say use what you got to get what you want, it's up here. My baby be saying you gotta be big and strong. The best muscle to create strength in is your brain.
Right.
Like, you know, that's the best muscle that you could be strong in the body all you want. But if this muscle ain't strong, you might as well wrap it up. And that's how you turn people into puppets, and that's how you turn people into slaves of the industry, and that's how you get people to look at themselves and want to change themselves, and then they become having body dysmorphic disorder, and you know, it's a whole lot. But we live in an age of timelessness. I feel like anybody can do things to their fullest potential, no matter what age. But some people just get, when you hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it, you know, you take the head, the body follows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And can I just say, Fatal, you're giving MC Light energy right now.
Don't hype me up.
So much MC Light.
Don't
Like
hype
back
me
in the
up.
day, MC Light, you know, like,
That's
you
what
know
I
what I'm
look for
saying?
when people tell me that.
Okay.
That's what I look for, because these are the people I grew up with. My mama was born in 64. My daddy was born in 58. So I grew up in more of an older type household, and my grandmother was born in 48. So it's like all of these different older ages, they just gave me this wisdom and this knowledge, and being around older folks, just, you know, that kind of just seeps off into you and it becomes who you are. Like, so when people say stuff like that, it's like, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. That hypes me up. Now I'm gonna be walking around here being like MC, like, look, I'm gonna be hyped all night tonight. I'm gonna be hyped all night tonight.
Yo, I love your energy, yo. So we gotta go on to the next question. But Trevo said he want one of us to be his spokesperson. So Trevo, you can comment in the comments. I'm gonna read your comments as we go along. Okay, so I got your back. All right, just like you had mine so many times. I got your back like you got mine. All right. Matter of fact, let me make you a moderator real quick.
I'm sorry, I'm momming right now. I'm multitasking. I told her
No,
she had to wait,
I
but you
totally
know,
did.
you tell them wait, and they be like, 1 second has passed. It's too long. I'm bored. So, Mom, like, they just take up all the time. She was always oh.
I don't know what's
Lord.
going on.
Oh. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just saw somebody I know.
Who else is on? September official says she was always an old soul but beautiful. I don't know if
That's
she
not
talked
my.
about.
That's Lloyd. Lloyd could sing. We was talking about the singers and the vocalists. He could sing. I hope he ain't mad at me for putting him on blast. But he could sing. He has that anointed voice. He could sing all since high
Shout out to
school.
King Carter. Shout out to September official. Shout out to Mr. Game Over. Shout out to I am so G. Shout out to G Neater.
Gee.
Face it. G Neater King. Thank you for joining and Think Different TV. Yo, we're gonna move on to the next question, y'all. I'm liking this. I love the panel already. I can't wait to do this again. Like another 10 episodes, we're gonna do this all over again. So I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Now, this gonna get a little deep, but are labels exploiting their signed artists' mental health issues for sales and financial gain?
Wait, what's the last part? You said with what?
Are labels exploiting their signed artists' mental health for sales and financial gain?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, that's just, I mean, cause that's all it is, man. And I mean, it's more than that. Just like what Faye was saying earlier about, being a puppet, man. Like they trying to puppet you. Like it's a lot of that going on, man. It's from the image to the content of the music to everything, man. It's like, this is why, they paying the radio stations. This is why you might hear the same song over and over again. Like, DJs, they don't talk about it, but DJs in these radio stations, they ain't really get to play what they want to play. You know what I mean? It's like they got to pay what they being told what to play 9 out of 10 times. So it's all right. It's all the same, man. All the money circling. I mean, so yeah, it's
What do you
unfortunate.
think, Fatai?
No, I agree because that's another time we live in where it's like mental health is well, but it's always a flip side to every coin where so people will try to utilize or use things, and just like I don't know how to. The best way I could put it is like gaslight. Like well they'll flip it around and twist it to their benefit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, y'all. I have to go and do something real quick, but no,
No.
it's just a flip around and to utilize it to their benefit. Where it's like, well, you see what's going on, and then it keeps the people talking, kind of like made up scandals, but you actually crucifying somebody for your financial benefit or traction or gain.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. We see a lot of this. We It's like these labels, they have the means to make sure that artists are taken care of mentally, make sure they have the proper therapist and everything like that. But that's not what makes the money. What makes the money is their artists being off the wall and crazy, especially if that's part of their image. If it's part of their image to be crazy and off the wall, then they want to keep that same image. It's not too far off from, how they used to provide the drugs and all the stuff for the artists.
Right.
An artist could go in bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, never had a drink, never did cocaine, never, none of that stuff.
No.
And then they like, hey, during one of the sessions, hey, you want to do a line? And they're like, do a line of what?
Right.
Like, you're like,
Yeah.
and then they do a line because they feel pressured,
Yep.
because they keep being told, well, you do this, you'll be able to create better and you'll be able to clear your
Mm-hmm.
mind and you'll be able to, and you're already a dynamic artist, but imagine how much more dynamic you can be if
Right.
you have this in your system, or you drink, or whatever the case may be. And they like to have them in that foggy state at all times so that they can, like you said, take advantage of them and
Yep.
exploit them in a crazy way. And I see a lot of that, like a lot of these artists get up there and some of them don't look happy.
Nope.
Some of them don't look happy performing. They don't look happy being on stage. It's like, what happened to, I remember seeing artists on stage and they couldn't wait to get on stage. They be so pumped up and amped, and they get on stage and they got a smile on their face and they like, I do this. But like, it's now artists getting on stage and like, ah, here we go.
Yeah, it's
Let
like
me
they
be
got
a
an
little
invisible gun to
grumpy.
their head.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
you wanted to do this at one point in time. You were happy. What changed? And one of the things that changed is the peer pressures of being in the industry
Yep.
and having someone in your ear always telling you, you have to dress like this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. And I'm glad that we're in a time where mental health is being acknowledged.
Right.
Before, it used to be like, oh, they just off their rocker a little bit, or maybe they just did a little bit too much cocaine. I'm
Yeah.
in love with the cocoa, like, just doing all this crazy stuff, and they just blamed it on other stuff, but they never fully went into mental health and depression
Right.
and just psychological stuff. And now that it's starting to be recognized and it's starting to be noticed, um, they're starting to say, you know what, this is not okay, and they're starting
Right.
to bring light to it. But that's causing, somewhat of a wave with these labels that get
Right.
off and gain from that, because they're like, whoa, 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 like, what do you mean depression? That
Right.
doesn't exist. How
Right.
could you be
Yeah.
depressed when we're giving you all this money? You're
Right.
making all this money. How could you be depressed? And it's like, no. Wayne Brady, he's one of the spokespersons of depression. He suffered with clinical depression for years,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and there was nothing. It's a chemical imbalance. There was nothing that, could just make it stop. He always felt that urge to be in his room and be cut off from everybody, but he had to be the singing, dancing, comic and this, that, and the third. He didn't have a
Like Dave
break from
Chappelle.
himself. Dave Chappelle too.
Like Dave
Yeah.
Dave
Chappelle, because
Chappelle
he
too.
he cut he turned down a bunch of money just to be able to, and in our community it was like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. Oh, you just depressed. Oh, you just making excuse. It just was like a thing
Right.
where it's like, chuck that up, because we can't show weakness. We don't have time for weakness, and it wasn't so much of a deliberate type of thing with malice, but it just was like, you got to be strong, and we don't have time for anything outside of what you're talking about. So you need to chuck it up, swallow it, keep on going. And that's where people suppress things, and then they start to turn into substance abuse and all of these things. And when these labels see that, they're like, oh, okay. Because I always look at things from like back when everything was everything, I guess you could say. When people were on drugs bad and like dangerous, or shooting and getting shot and all, labels didn't want nothing to do with you. Labels didn't want nothing to do with you. Now it's like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, you bringing all this attention, because that's what it is. Drama, 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 chaos, fighting, drama, personal life. I remember at one point artists used to do things like this, where they had topics to discuss, and they weren't talking about who they were sleeping with and who baby daddy, who you pregnant by, and what you this, that, and the third, because that was none of the fans' business unless the artist chose to share that with them. Now, this I fought artists and rappers and singers getting on shows like Love and Hip Hop that gives a certain
Yep.
entitlement to what type of information you should owe. I don't owe you I don't owe you my personal life. I don't owe you the drama that goes on in my life. I don't owe you that. When I came into the world, you recognized me as an artist, but it's just like what G said in the comments, they sold themselves out. You selling yourself out.
Yeah.
You never supposed to,
He
like,
said it's a. He
staying true to
definitely
the
said
game
it's
and
a
staying
job
true to
now,
yourself.
not. Yeah, he said it's a job now, not a passion. And Trevo said,
Yep.
yeah, they honestly do use
Yeah.
signed on artists' mental health and situations to make their money, not
Yep.
offering any counseling or nothing for artists who are obviously going through some things. Also, they want blind artists, if you want to call it that. This is what Trevo LaFarre said. G Meter said that's why Kanye still got his fans. They in touch with his personal life because he's sharing so much of his personal life, and now he got fans still
Yeah, it's
coming
an
in,
upside and it's
for
a
everything that's
downside to
coming
that.
in.
Because if your
Yeah.
true
Yeah.
fans are your true fans, like they're gonna know, but that's your true fans. Just like I tell my kids, if somebody shows you that they don't like you, you don't do things to go out your way to deem yourself as likable. Because the same amount of people that don't like you, they got a whole bunch of people that do. But the most important person that you should be concerned about liking you is yourself. You staying true to the game and staying true to yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
the people that,
That's the nice. Yo, facts.
the
Yo,
people
word,
that
man.
fuck with you, it's gonna come. It's gonna
Yeah.
gravitate. It's gonna gravitate. It's gonna come naturally. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
flow. It's gonna do what it's supposed to do. You're gonna
Yeah.
know in your soul, in your body, who's for you and who's not. Because you don't have to
Yeah.
prove nothing to
Yo,
them at all.
yo, energy don't lie, man. You know what I'm saying? You
At
feel the
all.
vibes. You know what I mean? You know what it is. You know that. You know your people, man. And so, but you
Yep.
got to stay true, because if you try to portray something else or you doing something else, you might have missed them trying to be somebody else. You know what I mean? So
And it don't even
it's
feel right.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
Don't even feel
And
right.
Trigo also said, as an artist, they're making us sell our personalities and not just the music anymore. So it's like
oh yeah,
you have to become someone, you have to become a personality just to get your music sold. Gone are the days where you could just be a great artist and just sell music based off of that.
but
Right.
It's a lot of things. But the thing about it is that it went from being a personality that distinguish yourself from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Something that the artist wanted to do. I don't want to be just the next, but now being told that they have to be a certain way
Mm-hmm.
to sell their music is like
yeah,
a whole big drawback. And then B Brown, actor singer, said, thought about it so many times, especially as an LGBTQ Black artist. I feel like I gotta be in half drag for attention. And
Yeah.
that's another
Yep.
aspect of it, is like, just because I am, part of the LGBTQ community does not mean that I have to, if I'm a male, I don't always have to be
Because
in
all gay men
feminine
are
clothing
not
to get.
drag and over exaggerate, and they're not like that.
Yeah.
They're not
yeah,
like that. You don't have to do that
but
for attention at all. Like I can
yeah,
just like who I like, and what my personal thing is in the bedroom is what it is. It's not none of your business. But why do I have to? That's just like women. Like, why do I have to show my curves to prove to you that I'm a woman to gain attention? And then it's like when I come out about wanting, not wanting to be harassed, it's like, well, you do this or well, you do that. It's like, it's just bondage. That's why we saw Prince walking around with Slave on him during that one performance. That's why.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Things like that. But artists are afraid to speak out like that. You don't see people really speaking out and taking a
yeah,
stand for themselves. Like, you got into this industry and in this game because this was the universe solidified the fact that this was who you are. This is your calling. This is what it is. No matter how many times you stopped and been like, I'm done, I quit, it always gravitated back to you. Somebody saw you somewhere, was like, oh, you that person that do this, or you do that, or I like how you do this. It was your calling. It was destined for you from before anybody else knew. So now it's like you feel like you ultimately sold your soul. And because you feel like you didn't did this, it's a level of, sometimes it's manipulation by intimidation, or just, feeling silenced. But you gotta speak out for yourself no matter what. Staying true to the game and staying true to yourself.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, if y'all liking the conversation so far, y'all put your hands up in the comments. If y'all liking these conversations so far, because I want to do more of these. We're gonna have different topics next time, but I definitely love having this independent artist panel because I like to discuss more of the music industry type stuff, because I am an artist myself, and I feel like this is a great platform for us to be able to share what we do and what we go through. Listen, we got one more question, and then we're gonna let these guys go because You know, we got one on mommy duty right now, and we got
You
one
been
who can't wait to
multitasking.
party like a rock star. Y'all both Leos, so I know it's Leo
I'm
season
about to
right
say, I
now.
feel good
So
about the
Hey, you
Leo
know that.
season.
You know how
Leo
it go.
season. Shout out to all the Leos out there.
she was like, I can't wait to go pop a bottle. It's like it's not even
Telling
my
you.
birthday yet, but it's Leo season, so I'm
You
celebrating
August
the
or
whole
July?
season.
August.
Oh,
Yeah.
you an August Leo too? That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah,
August
yeah.
Leo too. August Leo.
That's,
Leo
yeah,
forever.
August 20th. Yup. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know. You know what I'm saying? You
See,
know?
yep. Oh, we got a
Yeah,
Leo in the
yeah.
comments.
Got
Yup,
some
yup.
Leos
Yeah,
in the comments too,
yes,
man.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Leo, look,
So
I'm trying
I
to
think
tell
that's
him,
why
like,
Primo couldn't be on here. That's
huh?
probably why Primo couldn't be on here, because y'all Leo energy was pushing him
Oh,
on.
they
Like
told me that though. Nah,
That's
it's pushing him
cold.
on. He couldn't
That's
even
cold.
get in because it was like it's too much energy. I gotta go.
He laughing.
yeah, yeah.
So we got this last question, guys. I'm gonna let you go. Listen, and it was actually 5 questions, but I think this one I really, really like right now. How has the music industry changed since you began your journey? Production, creativity, streaming, new wave of independent artists. Like, how much have you seen the industry grow and change since you began your journey?
Oh man, I say,
Oh, Tima, I know you got years and years. Like,
man, yeah, yo. I mean, nah, man. It's been a blessing, man. Like I say, like in the like I guess like in the 15 years that like I've been really going. Like I feel like I seen a lot. Like I seen like as far as production go, like you know, like the production alone just changed. You feel me? Like, you know, you could listen to something from even 10 years ago and now just listen to the quality of how it sounds totally different. That's why they still remastering stuff. So that's just one thing. But then just the styles of music, you feel me? Then like so you can literally see if you trace back like the influence from like Lil Wayne pretty much had like the early 2000s on Smash. So like and then you see like little parts of him, like that's how this vibe we on now, like it's all parts of we like you could go back to any of his albums from the early 2000s. So like you just see like, and then you go back from before that to the 90s, like how you know it was like just so many different styles, and then like you see that in the artists that like became legends now. You feel me? Like they adapted to those styles and put it in the music for the 2000s. So like it's like I just seen the transition to like how music just evolved. Like it felt like every 10 years you're gonna get a new sound, but it's like everybody trying to sound like the wave for that 10 years, but then it's gonna change. And it's like you just gotta. That's why it goes back to staying true to you, like being true to
Yeah.
yourself. You feel me? Because then you stay true to you, even if you don't sound like what everybody else sound like. If you feel good with it and you go hard, you could be creating your own new wave, and that could be
Yeah.
the new. You know what I mean? So that's why it's all full circle, man. So yeah.
Even
yeah,
garbage
I'm gonna
rappers
throw,
got that formula.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna throw Trevo in there because he not here, but he said he came in the industry on the very last year of record sales before it switched to streaming fully mid 2015. So, all right, okay. I'm sorry, Patal, you got it.
No, it's
I
okay.
just
I
wanted
just
to
was
throw that
saying,
out there.
like what he was saying, even garbage rappers got that formula. Because I'll sit there and be like, how in the hell did you get to where you are and you sound like hot trash? But it be the consistency and they be staying true to themselves. And then it's just like they just keep on going and going and going and going. You know, consistency will never change. Consistency is something that'll outrun anything, because you might not feel motivated to do it, but as long as you stay consistent with it, you'll get it done and you'll make it happen. But like I've seen things change. I like the fact that like with everything that's going on, the things that we didn't know about, like the hidden gems in the game, it's out there for you. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can
No.
do it yourself now. You don't have
Yep.
to, you don't
Yeah.
have to feel like it's not obtainable or you gotta go through a record label. Like there's an artist and anybody that's from New Orleans that's in this live. Y'all already know 3D Nineteen got the whole formula on that. She did that. She's self-made with her rap shit. She's self-made. I'm sorry, I don't know if we could curse or not, but she's self-made
No,
with
We
okay, but
lie.
she's self-made with everything that she do. She did it herself. She produced her own music. She recorded herself. Like, she got her own studio. She just sat there and got determination over motivation. She got a studio set up now, and now she's helping other artists. Like, she is truly like
Yeah.
the epitome of self-made. She did it
Yeah.
herself, and I know, like I said, everybody got resources and everybody needs help
Right.
along the way, but when it comes down to it, she did it
How bad?
herself. Yeah, she came out on top on her own, like, and she's definitely one of those, as far as female artists go, she's definitely my top 5, and she is not number 5. She is that lyricist. She's that lyricist. Like, she is a lyricist. She is not a rapper. She is definitely a lyricist. Like, I give her flowers because she is hard. Like, she hard for real.
No.
awesome.
Yeah, man.
Listen, guys, I have been in the industry. Well, not in the industry, but I've been doing this for a substantial amount of years. I'm just gonna say that. But the changes in music have been so great. Um, can I say that it's all changed for the better? Mm, some things have changed for the better, some things have changed for, unfortunately, the worse. Um, so I'm going to run through my mind as best as I can. Okay, as far as production is concerned, just the process of producing. Like, I follow a producer, and he said this young guy just came in here and made like 10 hot beats on FL Studio. Like, you know, like, yeah, I got all this equipment. Should I switch over? You get what I'm saying? Because the process is not as difficult as it used to be. A lot of people, use real instruments and everything like that. And now it's starting to become easier and easier to create production. But can we say that the quality is better? It may not be. It may be very simple, but it's so hot because people put something over top of it that makes it very catchy. Um, Another thing, creativity. I feel like we're just getting and this is my personal opinion. I'm not knocking any artist. Listen, do you. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather you be out here being an artist than being a gangbanger and on the street and doing something illegal and other crap like that. I'd rather you be doing this. But I feel like a lot of the music we're getting is recycled. I'm seeing a lot of, I'm hearing a lot of music that is
Sample.
recycled. Samples over and over and over again, and they're not even using the samples properly. And why every time I hear a song that I think is another song, y'all put it on, and then it's like not being done to it, to the maximum. Like, if you're going to redo a
Microwavable
song, or
music.
if you're going to use the sample, please use it properly to the point where I could be like, yo, that was hot. I could give you your credit. Now it's like y'all just throwing just whatever on top of the sample, and I'm not appreciating it at all. Streaming, the newest thing. I think that this is amazing. I think that it has revolutionized getting music out there for everybody to hear. I think it's made it way easier for independent artists to get themselves out there. They don't have to necessarily go through a record label in order to get their music out there and distribute it. With the likes of Spotify and Pandora and so many other streaming platforms, we are able to share our music with the world, and we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait. I remember a time when it took like 5 hours for you to download music. I remember a time when it took you 5 hours to download a 5-minute video onto YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Like, now everything is so easy to do, and we have the access. In the new wave of independent artists, I will say that these independent artists, like you said, Fatal, they have everything at their fingertips. They know how to do stuff now. They have the master classes. They have legends that are willing to teach them their ways and get them on point and get them to the point where they can share their music with the world and they can be better artists and be better writers and be better singers and all this different. Alicia Keys has a master class. Mariah Carey has a master class. There are artists out there that are passing down their gems to other artists where I can say that there was some artists doing that, they were doing it behind closed doors. You get what I'm saying? Now we have people out in the open. They like, listen, if you're willing to pay for this information, we are here to give that information to you. Yeah, they're gonna make money off of it. Like, I mean, come on. But the thing about it is that at least it's there. And you have the choice whether you want to participate in that master class or not. And these independent artists are also able to they know more about publishing and distribution and copyrights, and they have access to it right there at their fingertips. This is the age of technology. They have all of these things, and all of these things have been changing, ever changing from the time that I got to music until right now. And so I'm seeing a progression. I'm also seeing a regression, but the thing about it is, as long as we progress, we'll never go back.
Yeah, this is true. Nicely said, man. Yes. I think the fact that you can be self-made is dope, man. Just going back to what Trevo said, like you got artists going platinum from their bedrooms, like that's the fact that like you could literally do everything. You could just be a recording artist, not even a performer artist, because there's a difference. You could be a recording artist and pop and blow and make millions. You know what I mean? But it was always easier to go pop where you're not from. So like, overseas, it's like if you was to go over there, like if I could look at my Spotify plays and I could see like I got like almost over 100K in Bolivia. You feel me? And it's like Bolivia. It's like that's random. Right. So it's like who would have thought? You feel me? So it's just you just never know, man. So it's like when you just being in your bedroom making music, man, you could pop. You couldn't do that 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like so every 10 years, man. Oh, you gonna say something, Happy?
No, I was agreeing with you. I was saying without a team, you couldn't do that without a team.
Oh yeah,
you had to have people pushing the buttons for you. Now you can push the buttons. Like you can do that yourself. You don't have to worry about relying on people, and that's like just ultimately being stony and you in a bind, Nate, where they feel like, all right, well, I'm doing this for you, so what you gonna do for me? And you don't want people don't want to be in them situations. Like I know I don't want to be in them situations, because I'm gonna be like, I just came here to dance. That's it. I ain't come here to do nothing else. I just came here to dance for you. I just came here to rap. That's all I came to do. That's it. I ain't trying to do nothing else.
Right.
But I will say this: yes, we can do everything by ourselves. Will we want to in the long run? No, we don't want to burn ourselves out, right? As artists, we want to be the artist, right? And a lot of times when you take on so many hats in the process, it can burn you out. So I would encourage people to still have a team around them. If you have somebody that's like the best at social media, get that person, bring that person in. That person that know how to go on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these different social media platforms, and know how to effectively market. Have that person on your team. Somebody that's really good at putting your stuff, get your stuff copyrighted, know all about copyrights and can do it in a split second. Have that person on your team. Someone who is a dynamic engineer. We need great engineers. And that's another job that DJ Chemo does so well. Engineering. You need a great engineer. You need somebody that make it sound good. You get what I'm saying? You already sound good, but you need somebody to make you sound like fire. You get what I'm saying? And also you need a great production team. If you're not somebody that's really about making beats on your own and you're not like musically inclined, you know what you want and you can tell that to somebody and that person can put your vision on wax. I'm using an old term, but when they can put that vision down, guess what? You need that person on your team. So it's always good to have a team. And I would encourage you to learn as much as you can to do by yourself, but know that you don't have to do it by yourself, but there are tools available for you to do it by yourself if you so choose.
On
So,
wax, huh?
It's
oh
good that
wait,
you can handpick it
I
Wax.
instead
know.
of just
Show my age. Shout out to Chemo.
Yeah.
Yo, shut your face. All right. I'm so tired of you.
That.
Is it like the towel? Was you saying something, Tal?
No, I was just agreeing because we all just making good points. I was saying it's good to have a team. It's even better to handpick your team. It's
Yeah.
better to handpick your team than to have like how these record labels have a team set up for you. You don't know what. And at least if you know somebody, and they ultimately will have an agenda or ulterior motive, you know, you're learning these people individually. It's not a whole setup thing where it's like a whole machine going on. These are your hand-picked people, so it's like process of elimination. Because people will come to you with a mask on. You can't change who a person is. You know, you can't change who a person is and what their motives are. People come to you genuinely. People know how to play genuine, but it's only for so long, and that's with everybody. It's only for so long that you can play it fake, because eventually your true self is gonna come to the surface. So it's like it's good to pick a team, but you know, you gotta be careful with who you deal with. That's why it's like just protect your divine energy. Gotta protect your divine energy.
Absolutely. Protect your divine energy.
Yeah.
I love that.
At
And
all
on that
times.
note, what you
Yeah.
say, Kimo?
At all times, yes. Protect
At
your
all times. Oh
divine
yeah.
energy at all times.
Protect that divine energy at all times. And on
Oh,
that note,
real.
guys, that wraps up our independent artist panel. I want to thank I am DJ Chemo right here on IG. I want to thank you, my brother, for jumping on real quick. DJ, rapper, entrepreneur, chef, dad, engineer, everything under the sun. Leo. It's Leo season. You got like you
Hey,
the one that said you was gonna mention it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just beat him to the punch because if he start mentioning them, it's gonna be all
nah,
the whole
see,
show.
I'm
It's gonna be
chilling
the
today,
whole
man.
show.
I'm
He's
chilling.
like,
I
I'm
told
trying
y'all I'm gonna chill today. You feel me? She know. Sometimes we gotta take this. We gotta take the seat back and just chill. It's your show. I'm a guest.
He said it's your
Me.
show.
I'm chilling.
He's like, but when I show, I'm turning all the way up. I'm turning all the way up. Y'all gotta check out DJ Chemo on TikTok under New Jack Kings at New Jack Kings, and on IG, I am DJ Chemo.
Yeah.
He's also one half of New Jack Kings on
Yes.
IG. That's new_Jack_Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
90s Tic Tac parties, man.
Oh,
We doing them. 90s parties. Yeah. Afro beat parties coming up. Yep.
oh,
On
Afrobeat
TikTok.
party.
Doing that. Yeah. So yeah, it was crazy. We did a couple this week, and it was nice. With the 90s New Jack. So I'm gonna keep them going. Yeah. On TikTok. Because Instagram be hating.
On TikTok, y'all. Remember, it's on TikTok. Don't be going to Instagram talking about where
Yeah.
you at. He's
Yeah.
on TikTok. All
Yeah.
right. I wanted to shout out the real Fatal Laveau. She had to step out real quick, but I wanted to say thank you to her, our special guest for the night, the rap assassin from NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana. She's doing her thing. She was featured on a song. It's in my stories, so go check her out. It's on YouTube. Run those likes up, run those comments up. Show her love on their YouTube, and just go and follow her. She got some funny reels on there, but she also raps. She does her thing. She is really great at freestyling. She just does the thing, So she living up to that assassin real quick. She killing them out there. So make sure y'all go out there and follow her. That's the real Fatal Laveau _. Okay. Also, real quick shout out to Rick Spitz. He says on wax too. Don't be judging me. He says that too. And I want to shout out Triva Fire. All right.
Hey.
On IG, he is the real _Triva Fire. You can follow him here on IG. He's also on TikTok under the real Triva Fire. He is the creative director of Think Different TV. He's also an amazing artist. He has Love, Drugs, and Guitars, his newest single out there right now, streaming on all major platforms. He also has his albums. He has several albums. Oh my gosh, he's like so talented. I believe he's your artist, right?
Yeah,
Chemo.
good, good.
So
Yeah, we familiar.
yeah,
So you already know.
yes, familiar. So yeah, he's definitely doing the daggone thing, and I want to thank all of you guys for joining the Independent Artist panel tonight. Like I said, we're going to do this again, same time on a Monday. I'm thinking, I think
Yes,
the 40th episode.
let's be that
Oh,
fire sign energy. I
Fire
understand.
sign energy, right? And I just want to thank all of you guys for joining the Independent Artist panel tonight. Like I said, this is something that I'm going to implement in. We did it on the 30th episode of Think Different TV. Looking to do it on the 40th, 50th, 60th episode of Think Different TV. I want to keep this train going. I want to keep the conversation going. And once again, thank you so much. I am DJ Chemo. Thank you so much for being part of the panel.
Yes,
Thank you,
indeed.
True Fire. Thank you, Vital Laveau. Thank you so much. And like I said, we're going to do this again real soon.
Yes, love, peace, and grace. Let's go. Peace.
So, guys, how did y'all like the Independent Artist panel tonight? Let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments. Listen, the replay is going to be on the IGTV series, Think Different TV. It's also going to be on the YouTube channel, Think Different TV. No problem, guys. It's always a pleasure when I have some artists on here that are talking facts. Listen, everybody had shared great points. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to keep the discussion going. We're going to have different topics next time. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So I'm excited, right? I'm even more excited that Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by your girl LaShia, right here on IG Live under LaShia Star. But get this, Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. Yes, we still have another segment, so don't go anywhere. Right after I mention the sponsors, we're going to jump into this financial tip that I'm sure is going to help a lot of people in the long run. So listen, guys, like I said, we have amazing sponsors. One of them being Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. Over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads right here on IG and on Facebook. It's under Anointed Ads, ANOINTEDADS. Okay. Phil, who is the CEO of Anointed Ads, has created the flyer for Think Different TV, as well as working on the website for Think Different TV as we speak. And he created the logo for our merch. Yes. So when you're ready to get your event flyer made, or your business flyer made, or your website created, done, listen. He gonna take care of all that, all right? I'm getting all tongue-tied because I'm so excited. But listen, Anointed Ads is who you want to go to get that stuff done, to make it happen. Make sure you hit up Phil at 609-534-0237. Again, that's 609-534-0237. And when you call him, make sure you mention Think Different TV, because then you would get 15% off of your first project. Make it happen. Make it happen. Let's go. Then we also have our other sponsor, Euphoria Water, cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline with minerals, no additives, no chemicals, none of that crazy stuff in it. Listen, it's good and good for you. And when you're ready to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can get it online, on IG, at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER, right? Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and you want to deliver straight to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. Call Captain, get that Euphoria Water today, all right? And then also we have our newest sponsor, Kaichi Mobile. Kaichi Mobile can be found right here on IG under Kaichi_mobile. That's KAICHI_MOBILE. All right. Half Table will travel. She is a licensed massage therapist. She is a licensed esthetician. When you're ready to get your brows done, when you're ready to get the paws put on you so you can go to sleep, hit up Kaichi Mobile, all right? And the great thing about Kaichi Mobile is when you go to her IG page, she has a website, Kaichi Mobile, and you can KaichiMobile.com, and you can schedule your service online. Listen, that's KAICHI_MOBILE. Let's get it done. Let's get it popping. That's our sponsors. And an honorable mention real quick, Think Different TV has merch. And you can get the merch at thinkdifferenttv.biz. That's thinkdifferenttv.biz. Go ahead and get your merch today. You got stainless steel, travel mug. Let me see. Oh, it's still cold. Listen, keep your cold drinks cold. Keep your hot drinks hot. All right? Make it hot. All right? Also have face masks, face towels. We have iPhone, what is it, cover, the little thing that clips on it, you know what I'm talking about, and car mats. Listen, got a lot of stuff. Go and get yours today. Do not delay. That's thinkdifferenttv.biz. All right, don't go to thinkdifferenttv.com. It's thinkdifferenttv.biz. Okay, biz, because I'm about my business. Okay, and so that wraps up that. Listen, we're going to jump into this financial tip that I'm super excited about. But listen, guys, how many of you got life insurance? And how many of you have heard so many times about whole life and how you can borrow from your policy? Well, listen, there's some advantages and disadvantages to borrowing from your policy. Now, the crazy thing about it is that everybody usually go towards getting a whole life policy because of the fact that they can borrow from the policy. I always tell people this: buy a term and invest the difference. Buy a term because it's lower price. If you qualify for term insurance, that would be the best, course of business for you. If you qualify for term insurance, it will be the best course for you. Why? Because you're saving money on purchasing the insurance, and you could turn around and invest the difference into a mutual fund. Now, I've talked about this on so many shows before, but there's people that are still adamant about getting whole life policies because of the fact that they can borrow from it. So I'm going to jump into this thing because I want y'all to know that there are some advantages and disadvantages of borrowing from your policy. And it is broken down in an article. Let's see. So while that's looking that up, all right. While that's looking that up, connected. See, the conversation was so good, the independent artist panel, that it kicked me off my my mobile hotspot. So have to get that reloaded, and it will be up and running. All right. Advantages and disadvantages. All right. So on www.fool.com, that's FOOL.com, they run through the 3 pros and cons of borrowing against your life insurance. Okay. So this article was written by Maury Backman, and it was published this year. So not too far off. So it says, should you borrow against your life insurance? It's a mixed bag. Now, let me just break this down for you. All right. When you borrow from your life insurance policy, first off, depending on the type of policy that you have, if you have a regular standard whole life policy and you're paying premium or whatever, it could take 2 to 3 years for any cash value to accrue in that cash value. So here's the thing. A lot of people think that they can automatically tap into that money. It's not the case. You cannot automatically tap into that money. Like I said, it takes 2 to 3 years for any type of money to show up in your cash value account. And when there is money in there, it's not as much as you think it would be. There's times it takes more time than that to accrue any type of money in your cash value. Because when you get a cash value policy, you're paying a premium, but some is going towards your life insurance and some is going towards your cash value account. Now, for the first 2 to 3 years, is nothing going towards your cash value account. It's going towards your policy, to your death benefit, to the pocket of the agent that you got the policy from. They're getting paid from your premium. Is a lot of different fees and stuff involved that you're paying for the first 2 to 3 years. And then after that, after all that is paid off, then what happens is that it starts generating some type of money into your cash value account. Okay, so that's one. Now, when you are when you do start getting money in your cash value account, it's growing at like 2 to 4%. It's not growing by much. And when you borrow from it, you're paying it back at an interest of 6 to 8%. All right. Now, they may not be as high as these banks, charge you when you pull out a loan or when you get a credit card, but you still have to pay it back with interest. And you have to keep that in mind, because if you do not pay back that loan that you borrowed off of your life insurance policy, it can affect your death benefit. And the unfortunate thing about it is that when you get a cash value policy, it's like investing your money into 2 products, and then at the end of everything, only being able to benefit from one. Okay, so while you're living, you're getting the living benefit of the cash value. After the 2 years, you start accruing, get some money in there and everything like that, you're able to now borrow from it, and provided that you are really good about paying your payments and everything like that. But just be mindful that you might have to pay a little bit more than the original premium that you were paying once you take out that loan, because now not only are you paying for your policy, but you're paying back the loan as well. So you got to keep that in mind as well. And if you don't pay back the policy, the loan on the policy, it can, like I said, it can negatively impact your death benefit. All right. Now, why do I say getting a whole life policy is like investing into 2 products when you only end up with one? Like I said, the cash value is a living benefit, and then you have your death benefit, which is the insurance. Now, when you pass away, because your cash value policy is a living benefit, it's not going to go to your family. No, because you passed away, right? So what happens to that living benefit, that cash value policy, that cash value in the policy is going to go back to the company. All right, the family does not see whatever's in your cash value account. If you were someone that borrowed out of your cash value account, right, and you're still paying it back at the time of your death, whatever the balance is and the interest is, they're going to subtract that first from your death benefit before they give the rest to your family. So just be mindful of that. I was moved to talk about this because there's a clip going around, a guy talking about you could take 50, like let's say you have a life insurance policy and you borrow 50,000 from it. You could take that, invest it into some property, flip the property, get your money back, pay that loan down in like 6 months rather than paying it back in like 2-3 years, because you now have an income producing property that can get the money. And it sounds good. You get what I'm saying? Like, that sounds like a great plan. But what kind of policy does this person have? And that's what they're not expressing. And because I haven't found like the whole entire thing where they talk about what kind of policy he has. I can only speculate as to the policy that he has. Now, if he's talking about taking out money, you know, to go through all this stuff, now, how long did it take for this money to accrue? Does he have a regular? He looked like a young guy. So I'm like, by the time you have like 50,000 in your cash value account, if you got a standard cash value policy, it's gonna take a lot of time. So this guy is young. So what else could be the case? Okay, so he's getting a single premium policy. He has to be getting one of those, because the single premium policy allows you to have access to that cash fast, because you're paying all for your whole policy up front. And who has that kind of money? Because it is very expensive. So wealthy people benefit from this process because they have the money to invest into a life insurance policy and pay a single premium, pay it all off, and then be able to take the money out and do this and that and the third with it. So when you have somebody that look like us that's telling us we can do this, yeah, it's giving us hope. But I think it's a false hope, because they're failing to tell us that it takes money. This is a wealthy person's game. It's not. It doesn't have anything to do with color. You just have to be wealthy enough to do it. All right. You don't have to be black. You don't have to be white. You don't have to be Hispanic. You don't have to be Asian. You don't have to be any of that type of stuff. You just have to be a wealthy person in order to play this game. If you don't have any money, you won't be able to pull this off. Okay. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck with you. Now, the thing about it is that there's different pros, and there's 3 pros and 3 cons, right? So first pro is, you know, easy access. All right. There's a reason, and I'm reading what they have here. There's a reason home equity loans are fairly easy to qualify for, because they're based on equity that already exists. Your credit score is less of an issue when it comes to getting approved. Similarly, when you borrow against a life insurance policy, the cash value your policy has accumulated serves as collateral for the loan. There's little risk to the company by letting you borrow against it because the money is there. So let's say, like I said, if you have a policy and you borrow from it and you don't pay off that policy, what happens? You don't pay off that loan. What happens? They deduct the loan, the balance of the loan, from your death benefit. The death benefit is already there because they're already insuring you, and you already been putting in the premiums to pay for this, right? So when you go to borrow the money from your policy, yeah, they don't have to check your credit. They don't have to do all that crazy stuff, you know, to see if you approve for a loan, because everything is right there already in black and white. I'm not going to get into the disadvantages. I'm not going to say but. I'm just going to say that you do have easy access to it. Now, in order to gain access to that money, you have to write a letter to the company. You have to fill out a form and say why you're taking the money out and all that stuff like that. But it's easier for you to get approved for over a traditional bank loan. All right. Then number 2, no negative credit impact. So right here it says borrow money via a mortgage or personal loan could cause a ding to your credit score, even if a minor one. But borrowing against your life insurance policy shouldn't impact your credit. So if you're working on boosting that number, that's one less thing to worry about. In fact, with a life insurance loan, you generally don't even need a credit check at all. So that means that because there's no credit check, none of that stuff is not going to impact your credit. You actually have flexibility in paying that loan back stop saying but, because it's going to come. The disadvantages are there. So the cons are there. So I'm just going to say this. It doesn't affect your credit score. You don't have to worry about paying it back if you paying it back by a certain time or anything like that, because you have more flexibility, seeing as though you already borrowed from your life insurance policy. So there is no negative credit impact. All right. low interest. Now there is still interest, all right, 6 to 8%, but it's lower interest than that of a traditional bank loan. It says while you generally won't get an interest-free loan when borrowing against your life insurance, you usually pay a pretty low rate on the sum you borrow. Again, this has to do with the risk being taken on. You might pay less interest on a life insurance policy loan than on a home equity or personal loan. So like I said, pro number 3, low interest, 6 to 8%. That's not a lot of interest. It's not like the traditional bank loan, personal loan, where you're paying back 12.5 or whatever goofy number they want to throw out there. It's less than that. And but there's still interest. So just be mindful of that. Now, the cons. Con number 1, a reduced death benefit. I'm going to read exactly what they have here. I'm going to elaborate on it. Any sum you don't pay back to your life insurance company is deducted from your death benefit, leaving your beneficiaries with less money to collect in the event of your passing. Plus, if you die before repaying your life insurance loan in full, any interest accrued on that loan will also be taken out of your death benefit. So I already mentioned that several times before I even got into the con, because I know that's one of the cons with it. When you don't pay back the loan that you took out, that you borrowed from your life insurance policy, what happens is they deduct it from your death benefit. Let's say, okay, one thing we don't know is our death date. All right. So borrowing against your life insurance policy is very risky because we don't know our death date. So how do we know we're going to be alive long enough to pay the loan back? Life is a funny thing. One minute you could be just sitting there, and the next minute, you can not be here anymore. It's crazy, and I hate to say that, but I think I have to put that out there so people know, like,